What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Deep Train Games and our monthly multiplayer event. Of course, we're celebrating Halloween today, so we're doing nighttime hunting only. We're going to do about 2 hours on, I believe it's an hour and a half, actually, on Medved, and then we'll do another hour and a half on Africa. Hopefully those are pretty good maps for nighttime hunting. I've done a little bit of research on what animals drink when, so we'll bounce around a little bit. We're going to give them a few minutes, though. Then we aren't going to start the stream for another about 4 or 5 minutes. That way people have time to get in. I think I'll hop over to one of my lodges for a little bit while we wait on some people to join us. I really do like what I did with my rares here. In case you guys don't know, I'm only one rare away from, or 2 rares away from having all the rares in the game already. I've had some very good rare luck. I got the albino, the melanistic off of Yukon. I also got the dark gray up there with the egg white, which I actually found that today. I was actually going to start the stream about an hour ago, and I was just I was hunting the map before I started the stream, and I found an egg white wolf that was a level 6 on my Medved map. So I'm sorry I stole that one from you guys, but I couldn't pass that up. But so now all that's left is just the red, brown, and the acro-melanistic, and then I'll have all the rares. We're just gonna give people a few minutes, see if they want to, see if they can join. Figured I'd walk around my trophy lodge for a few minutes while we're waiting on them. It would take me a dip, but I think this time of the year, the weather would not allow for that. Got a few other diamond wolves in here. Got my trios. Absolutely love this room back here. I'm hoping the Rocky Mountain elk at some point will have a great one. I would love to have two great one Rocky Mountain elks next to the moose. That'd be awesome. Yeah, for anybody who might be out there watching the stream right now, if you're on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, I will be opening up both Medved and Africa today for all of us to hunt together via open comms and everything. So if you guys do want to play with me, feel free to join. We do this one time a month. Maybe not next month, hint, hint, wink, wink. Next month is Thanksgiving month, and then maybe not again on Christmas, because those are 2 really big holidays. So we might do a few extra multiplayer events this next month and the month after. But most of the time, though, we do it one time a month. And the rest of the time we spend great one grinding usually. We got another trio in here. A lot of the mule deer from the mule deer grinds. Piebald alligator. My 2 biggest diamonds that I have so far, both of them at 300. And then we got my 2 great one whitetails, my great one muley. My biggest diamond whitetail, which I have at 274.5. Up here's my second biggest at 274.3. And then I have another 270 in here somewhere. I think it's actually in the hallway down here, if I ain't mistaken. And those are my 3 biggest. Yeah, this guy messed up, though. So he's a gold rating, but he's a 272. So those are my 3 270 whitetails that I have. The rest of them range in the 260s to high 250s, I believe, in my trophy lodge. Alright, without any further ado, it is now the top of the hour, so I'm going to go back to the main menu, and I'm going to set up my multiplayer event, and then at 4:05, we'll actually open up the maps and start hunting, guys. I'm trying to kill as much time as I can, so that way some of my subscribers will be able to make it to the stream at the beginning. A lot of them are an hour or 2 hours behind me, and they don't get off school till like around 4 o'clock my time, and it's just now 4. So, I'm going to try to give people about another extra 5 minutes to be able to get at least part of the way home. Alright, we'll just sit here and hang out for a few minutes. Give them about 3 extra minutes here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little sneak peek into my main trophy lodge there. I technically have 2 main trophy lodges. I have the North American one, which is my favorite one, and this is the one we just left. And then I have the my red deer and fallow deer lodge, which that's on the nose. It's every red deer rack in the game. At least in my opinion, I believe I have all the racks, and that are level 7s and above. And then I also have all my diamonds and rares and my great one for the fallow deer in there, as well as the great one for the red deer. And then I have one lodge that I'm currently working on that I'm actually having a lot of fun with. It's called the Wonky Lodge. It's just what it sounds like. If I find an animal with antlers and it's just absolutely wonky as it can be, just out of the ordinary, I mount him and then I'll put him in that lodge. And then I have a secondary lodge that barely has anything in it. I think there's like maybe 3 trophies in there. And those are just for like the random trophies that I find during our multiplayer streams, or if there's any time that I just want to go out and just do some free roaming. And most of the time I'm great when grinding, so I don't have very many. Let me step away real quick and get me a drink of water. Or get me a water bottle, rather. Make sure I have something to whip my whistle with today, because I'm pretty sure I'll be talking to both live chat and people. What's up, Ostrich? You get to be in your first one. Are you trying to play with us today, man? We're going to get started here in about a single minute. Here in about a minute, I'm going to be opening up my maps to the public. We're going to do an hour and a half on Medved, so at 5:30 my time, we will switch over. Then we're going to switch over to Africa. So we'll do nighttime hunting on Medved, and then we'll switch over to nighttime on Africa. I would do Yukon, but I'm doing my Great One grind on that map, so I can't really go to that one. And I can't trust people enough on a ski ridge. I would open up a ski ridge for everybody, but like I said, I have my mule deer grind going on in there, and there's some jerks that might join that might come in and steal those mule deer trophies. And you know, even if I tell them no, I don't want to see any mule deer shot on my map. You know, I don't want to get potentially a great one or a rare or a diamond in my great. I don't want to get my HM messed up, basically. Because I've heard manage that map pretty well. Thank you, Ostrich. I appreciate you, man. It means the world to me. Alright, for anybody that's out there that's wanting to play with us, we're getting ready to get started. Ostrich, are you hunting with us, man, or no? I can't remember who's on PlayStation and who isn't. Alright guys, like I said, first come, first serve. Hunt on your own. There ain't gonna be very many people joining me right now, but I'm sure people will be, awesome, Ostrich. Sounds good, man. So, like I said, it's first come, first serve. Make sure you guys hunt on your own and away from other hunters. Don't hog the mic, but at the same time, feel free to talk to me if you guys wish. It is open comms. And, but just don't hog the time. Give other people time to talk to me as well if they want to. And last but not least, like I said, guys, all diamonds and gold rares and below are fair game. Do not shoot any potential, very rarely likely going to happen. But if you guys ever see a great one, those are off limits. Let me know about them, and I will shoot them while we're in our multiplayer stream if they happen. Or if you guys see a potential super rare, if it is an animal that has a chance to make diamond and it's a rare, Do not shoot that one, because after 4,200 hours in this game, I still have never even laid eyes on one of my maps. So please let me shoot those two trophies, but everything else is fair game. All right, I have killed enough time. I'm trying to prolong it for Ostrich, but here we go. I'm gonna give you guys a countdown. I'm gonna go from 30 this time, and then I'm gonna open up my map to the public, and anybody that wants to join us can feel free to. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My map is now going live, everybody. You guys should be able to find it in the list with everybody else's under Medved Taiga. It'll say D-Train Games map, or something along those lines. You cannot believe if somebody would shoot your Great One or Super Rare. Yeah, but that's the thing, man. There's some selfish people out there. That's the problem. They're not everywhere. I mean, you're not like going to definitely run into it or anything like that. But there are people out there that will not give a crap about what your rules are on your map, and they'll just shoot whatever they want. And I just don't trust people like that. Alright, I know it's not technically nighttime, but I want you guys to be able to hunt some wolves, because I know that that's what what the rave is right now. So we're going to go to 1730, and I'll let you guys have about an hour, about in the last, let's see. Actually, let's go to 18. We'll go to 1800. I'll give you guys the last 2 hours of wolf drink time to shoot on this map. Again, do not take any super rares, and do not take any great ones if one shows up. Like I said, it will get nighttime over the course of the next 2 hours, and then we'll spend the rest of the time actually in darkness. Plus, this will give me a way to find most of my zones, because, like I said, I am thinking about coming to Medved and doing a grind after I get the Great One off Yukon. So, because I like Yukon, I'd like to get a Great One moose off Yukon in the future, because it's just, you know, you hear of all kinds of people getting a moose out of the Yukon territory. So, I really would like to get a moose off that part. And then I'd like to get a wolf during the daytime, rather than having hunted at night. So, I'm probably going to try to make Medved my wolf map if I can, and then do Yukon as my moose map. Oh, wrong binoculars. There we go. And I am rocking the Halloween Premium Event skin. I believe this came out maybe a year or two ago. Yours has 22 minutes left, Ostrich. A little tip for you, man. If yours has 22 minutes left, just go to your home screen, hit your home button. So, I don't know if it's showing it on my stream. No, it's not. Okay, so open up your home button, and then you want to go to your download thing, click on it, and then once your downloads are up in front of you showing you like what's downloading, leave it on that screen. As long as you have nothing else going on, like you're not watching YouTube or have anything, you know, using the internet on your PlayStation, it'll actually speed up the time. If you're doing anything at all, like playing a video game or being on your internet, it will actually will make it around that 22-minute mark. But if you want it to download faster, just don't be doing anything at all on your PlayStation and just leave it on that downloading thing where you can see the progress coming in. And it actually will download quicker. Got a level 7 over here. Looks like he might be a solo. I don't see any other wolves with him, so I think I'll go ahead and just pop him just for the fun of him. Oh yeah. I have my stuff swapped around for nighttime. What? What did I hit? What am I hitting? Okay, I got him that time. I really do think that Medved has some bugs on it right now. I know there's a few places on the map where you can actually fall through the map right now. And there's also a few places on the map that have like invisible walls. And I think that might have been what just happened. Because that didn't make really any sense at all. Yeah, no problem, Ostrich. Like I said, anytime that I have an update for one of my games going on and I'm wanting to play the game as soon as possible, I just go to my home screen, don't play any video games, I just leave it on the home screen with the progress bar up on my screen so that way I can see it downloading. And usually the game will go a lot faster if you do that. solo moose zone. Yeah, there you go, Ostrich. See, like I said, that right there. So when you're downloading something, the game is assuming that you're going to be playing a game like while it's downloading, and and so it's giving you an approximation of how long it'll take if you're playing like an online game or something. If you just leave it on the home screen, though, all it's focusing on is downloading your update, so it's going to cut the time in half usually, or at least close to half. Guys, there is currently nobody else on the map, so if anybody wants to join me, it is D-Train Games map, and it is currently Medved. We'll hunt an hour and a half of our real time on this map, and then we'll switch over to Africa for the finale, for the last part of the stream. So we're gonna do wolves, and then we're gonna switch over to boar or depending on the time that we have left. I was wanting to do wolves and then also do bears early in the morning if possible on this map. But if not, then that's fine. We can also do boars at midnight too. I know that pigs drink around midnight on this map. What's up, brother? Where'd you guys come from? Okay, just a random moose with a wolf. That's interesting. I keep forgetting that I don't have my binoculars at the top right now. I don't know if that's low or not. Looks like that might have been just a solo wolf. And I'm not sure if that's going to kill it or not. Let's see, where were you standing? Is it one wolf or two wolves? Find a lot of solo moose zones. Yeah, it's just a solo. Well, he wasn't that big, so if somebody comes across it, well, I don't know. I'll probably just go ahead and get it. I don't really feel like tracking anything right now, but I also don't want to leave it on the map. Good night. Let me actually just switch this around until we get to nighttime. Good grief. There we go. Yep, now it's in the place I want it to be. There we go. A lot better. And then I'll just switch the binoculars back around when it gets nighttime on us. Another cool thing I think it's going to be nice about grinding wolves on Medved is the fact that it's like, you're going to be hunting 2 different times a day. You'll be hunting in the daylight, and then it's going to transition to nighttime. And then once it's like fully nighttime, you won't be able to hunt anymore because that's whenever 20 o'clock is. So, that's very interesting. And yes, I did just say 20 o'clock. Don't judge me. That is just gorgeous. I love some of the visuals on this map. Dude, where did my wolf's tracks go? Do I need my flashlight right now or something? You know what? I'm just gonna forget about it. If I come across the tracks, good. If you guys come across a wolf, just claim it for me. I ain't gonna worry about it. This is a solo anyways. Thank you, Fallow. I appreciate it, man. If you're on PlayStation, I don't know if you're PC or PlayStation, but if you're on PlayStation, feel free to join us today. My map is open to the public right now, so if you guys want to go to multiplayer and then go under the Medved Taiga maps, D-Train Games map should be up, and if you guys want to join me, you feel free to. Just make sure you guys hunt on your own and do not take any super rares or great ones. But everything else is fair game. Yeah, I've really been looking forward to this ever since I found this channel. You were pheasants. Yo, yeah, I remember that, Oscar. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was awesome. I'm glad to see you ever play with us today. What's up, Micah? Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it was awesome about 500s, man. We will be doing a Discord at some point. I will try to have a Discord up and running by the end of the year. However, you guys do have something like Discord already available to you. If you guys go to my YouTube channel, there is now a new tab, and it's like Visit Our Community or something like that. I don't really know what it's called, but it's a community tab. And you guys can actually go on there, have conversations with each other. You can upload your own photos if you guys want to show me trophies that you guys have been killing. So it's basically like the same idea as Discord. It's just that you can't actually reach out and do anything with like live comms. But you guys can start conversations, react with each other. You can put out photos with each other. You can vote on polls that I put out there. So it's really cool. And I would like for any and all of you guys to check that out if you guys can. Ah, you serious? Get out of the way. You do not have to add me, Ostrich. All you got to do is just start up the Hunter Call of the Wild, go to the multiplayer tab, and then at the top just scroll over until you find Medved Taiga, and then my name should be down there on that list, and you just click on it, and you'll instantly join my map. And I'll be on here, comms will be open so you can talk directly to me. And like I said, just hunt on your own. Don't take any super rares or great ones, but you're allowed to take whatever else you want. And the main reason why I'm saying hunt on your own is because multiplayer still has some bugs where if you get too close to other hunters, it can, like, your guns will start shooting even though you're not shooting anything. And, yeah, I just don't want anybody's hunts to get ruined. So make sure you're off on your own, hunting on your own time and stuff like that. Yes, sir, I did. I've gotten a lot better at shooting wolves. I don't want to eat my own words or nothing, but my wife and I have been grinding them for a little while now, and we're currently at, like, if I ain't mistaken, I think I'm like 411 or something like that into the grind. I can actually look for you guys because I know I left off a couple of days ago. Let's see, where am I with the wolves? Oh no, I'm at 588. That's right, we had a stream since then, so we're at 588 wolves right now on Yukon, and I'm gonna get one great one off Yukon. And then I think that after I get my Yukon Great One, I would like to come over here to Medved and do some grinding during the daylight for them. Because I would really like to be able to get a Grey Wolf during the day, rather than having to shoot them at nighttime. And plus, I'm not the biggest fan of nighttime hunting anyways. So, I'll probably move my wolf grind to Medved after I get my first one off Yukon. And then I think that from there, I will actually stay on Yukon, but I think I'm going to start up another moose grind. Because I really would like to get some more moose great ones. I think they're my favorite great one in the game right now, the moose is, so I'd like to be able to get more of those. And my zones on this map look like good ones too. They're all big zones. Medium, 7. You know, 338 hasn't got, or 375 hasn't got to show itself today. I think I'll bring the big bad boy out a little bit here. Shoot this one right in the butt. Yep, that's what I thought. And honestly, guys, as well, if you join the map, also try your best to keep it family friendly. If I hear anybody cursing or saying anything vulgar or anything like that, trolling, you will be kicked from the map immediately. Oh, dear. Nope, I'm sorry. I don't want to ruin this zone. That's a 5, that's a 3. Okay. Here's the trick. If you're getting charged by wolves on one of your maps, run into a tent. You run into a tent and linger down, they ain't going to be able to get to you. And eventually they'll run away. And there they go. So there's you guys a little bit of tech. If you guys are trying to find your zones, your wolf zones, and you start getting attacked by a zone that you do not want to delete, make sure that you have a tent on you and throw it down real quick and then run inside of it and just stay there. Instead of being forced to shoot at the wolves, they will eventually get scared and run away. I have saved so many of my zones doing that, so make sure that you guys do that too if you're ever looking for wolves. Always the solution, build a base. Well, maybe not an entire base. That'd be kind of hard to do on Call of the Wild. I don't think you can actually build a base on here. But yeah, just lay a tent down and then just run inside of it. The wolves won't be able to get to you, and you'll save your zones. We currently have an hour and 10 minutes left of in-game time if anybody's wanting to hunt the wolves. Like I said, it's going to be a one and done with these wolves because I'm trying to be protective over them. I'm not yet grinding on this map, so as of right now, I'm okay for losing a few of the trophies. But once I get that Yukon wolf done, I will be moving it over here. So if you guys are wanting to try to see if I have any trophies on my map, make sure you guys are joining it ASAP. Because once this wolf drink zone ends, I am not going to be resetting it again. We'll be moving on to either boars or bears. And I think we have enough time to do the boar. So we'll switch it to like midnight, and then you guys can just free roam or hunt for pigs in the lakes, whatever you guys want to do. All the other animals, sadly, are early in the morning or stuff like that. And like I said, it's only late evening, extremely early morning, and nighttime only today. We're not going to do any of the broad daylight hunts. Golly, there's so many moose tracks in this area. Let's go up here, see if there's any wolves on this pond. I don't know if there is or not. You're fine, Ostrich. No big deal. There's still nobody on my map with me, so... Any of you guys that is currently in the stream, if you're on PlayStation and you want to join me, just jump in. D-Train Games is the map, and it's open to the public for everybody right now. I'm the only one currently on the map. Like I said, just keep everything family friendly on open comms, hunt on your own time, and do not take any super rares or great ones. Everything else is totally on the table. You guys can take anything else home with you that you wish. I have unfortunately already stolen one rare from you guys, but it was kind of an accident. I was here on Medved earlier, about an hour ago. We were going to be starting our streams, and I decided just to run around some of my areas to see if I could find some wolf zones. And I had an egg white in one of the zones, so I've already taken that rare, unfortunately. But like I said, as long as it ain't a super rare or a great one, you guys are more than welcome to take whatever else you guys find. And that goes for any species. Hello, Big Zone. Any diamonds in here with you all? Got a mythical in here, that ain't bad. 2, 7, 3? What are you? 7. Smoked them. They're just like walking around like, what just happened? Yes, Ostrich, I do hunt in real life. My wife and I are currently waiting on the second week, I believe, in November. So not next week, but the week after is whenever our rifle season comes in during the rut. So we're currently waiting on that right now before we get back at it. But yes, I do squirrel hunting, which I haven't done that in years, but I do still like to squirrel hunt if I get a chance to. And I always turkey hunt in April, and I usually a deer hunt all throughout the season in the fall. This year I'm more about getting my wife her first deer, so I haven't done any hunting for myself this year. But we have been a few times, and we've had some close calls. We just never had anything that actually worked out. I'm gonna have to go ahead and swap around my stuff now, because it's getting nighttime. Where did this guy go? Is this track coming in? No, it's going out. Where's his pressure at? Okay, so he's back this way. I need to find his blood to make sure I'm on the right wolf. There it is. Nope, I was tracking the wrong wolf. There we go. Now I should be able to track him. There he is. Hello, good day to you, sir. You're a brown mythical. About 0.5 away from a diamond. Not terrible. Pretty good wolf. Awesome, Ostrich. Sounds good, man. You shotgun hunt with your dad and you have a doe and a button buck. That ain't bad, man. That's not a bad start. Yeah, I've only got one big buck under me in my life, and he's a big 8-point full velvet, and he's about a 155 to 160, according to my taxidermist. He said my taxidermist doesn't have all the training in the world to score trophies, but he did say that he'd be ranging anywhere from 150 to like 160. He's the only big buck I've ever killed. All the other bucks I've killed in my life are like medium sized. They're all about 8 points, but they're like smaller 8-pointers though. Real big bodies, kind of like medium sized racks. Ostrich, what's up, man? I see you've joined the map, brother. If you got a mic, feel free to turn it on. Just keep it muted between times that you're talking to me, so it doesn't catch the background noises. I'm not seeing anything else. Let's move on. You don't have a mic, your PS controller is weird sometimes. That's fine, man. You can just keep talking to me on the chat then, because like I said, I am keeping tabs on it. Yeah, hopefully you find you some trophies this evening. And like I said, anything is on the table. Any diamonds, gold rares, and below, you're more than welcome to take home. Just don't shoot any animals that could be a super rare or obviously no great ones. But other than that, anything else you want to take home with you, feel free to, man. Raven, what's up, man? You had to make sure I at least stopped in, so I'm so sad you can't play, but has anybody found a diamond or rare yet today? So I did find a rare on my medved map today, Caden, and it was actually about an hour ago. I was just kind of searching this map to try to get like a feel for where the wolves would be, and because I was going to give everybody about the first 2 hours of in-game time to wolf hunt, because I am planning on doing a grind on this map at some point, but I actually found an egg white. He was a level 6, and he was in the very first zone I checked. Actually, he was like right outside the starting outpost, like he was just right here. And so I just ran down to the river, and he was just right there. And I think it was like 1800 in the afternoon is when I found him. But that's the only trophy so far. And Ostrich Farmer is the first person and the only person that's on the map with me right now. So no, not just yet, man. Nothing too good has been found just yet. I've killed a couple of mythicals and then that one egg white, and that's about it. Nothing much, just watching Scream for Halloween. I've never seen that one, Raven. Like I said, the only horror movies that I actually like is the Halloween movies. And it's more about, like, the origin story of Michael Myers. It just intrigues me about, like, his background and stuff. So that's kind of the reason why I like the Michael Myers films. But I haven't really watched any other horror films, because I'm not a very big fan of horror. I'd rather play a horror game at this time of the year than I would watch a horror movie. But I'm sure that's a good movie, though. It's as popular as it is. I'm sure it's a good one. I just don't know anything about it. I'm sorry, Caden. That's rough, man. Like I said, though, November has some big surprises for you guys coming up. So do not feel that you're missing out on the only multiplayer event that's going to be happening anytime soon. Like I said, there is some very, very big stuff happening in November. And all of you guys will be able to be a part of it. Some practice in with this scope. Hey, got him. I'm trying to get better at using the Odin scopes and stuff because I'm so used to the Argus. But I just like being up close and personal whenever I'm shooting. What's up, buddy? You gonna charge me? Well, come on. Get some practice for my great one. Because I would like to shoot the great one while it's charging me. Come on. What you got? Bring it, big boy. Come on. Nope, that was a bad shot. Don't even know why I tried that one. Oh, right there? Really? Uh-huh, yeah. We need some, like, one-on-one music right now. There we go. If that was the great one, that'd be one dead great one. I need a band-aid, though. There we go. Alright, Ostrich, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, just watch your hunting pressure too. Try not to destroy any of my zones. If it has like some really high pink areas in those zones, just don't shoot anything in them. But yeah, you feel free to hunt whatever else you want to, though, man. I appreciate you watching out for the females too. That means a lot to me, man. I appreciate it. Was that? Oh, I thought it was my dead wolf calling at me. I was thinking that's a glitch. Just a heads up. Might have to leave a bit early because I'm taking my nephew trick-or-treating. That is totally fine, Raven. Are you going to be joining us for the multiplayer stream? Like, you're going to be jumping in and hunting with us? Or are you just watching the stream? But yeah, you're totally fine, man. That's one of the reasons why I was ending the stream at 7 o'clock, because I know that a lot of my people, that would be like 6 or 5 o'clock to them. So, that's why I was ending the stream at 7 this evening. That way, if you're on Eastern Standard Time, you'd be getting off, like, right around the time that most people leave to go on my trick-or-treating. I was trying to make it as considered as I could. Also, guys, remember, if you're going to be joining us, make sure that you tell me what your PlayStation name is before you join the map, so that way I know who you are. Because I know that some of you guys have a different name on YouTube than you have on PlayStation, so make sure that I know who you are when you jump in, so that way I don't give you like an introduction that you don't need. Mountain reindeer, eh? Fleeing. Okay, I don't have no chance at you then. That's fine, I'm not really after them anyways. Oh my gosh, Caden, that is so annoying, man. Dude, I'm sorry about that. Have you talked to anybody about it? Like, did you tell them that, you know, you'd really like to be able to go trick-or-treating with your family this evening or something like that, and they just basically told you no, too bad? Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. I've been done that way too in my past with jobs, where it's like, really needed to be off one day and they just would not let me because, for whatever reasons. There's a capercaillie on a moose. Oh my goodness. They must be best friends, man. I mean, if the capercallie's a male, just pop it. If you got a 22, you'll get the full score for it, but otherwise I would just leave them be. They're obviously trying to have a good time. He's on her head. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, if I had a capercaillie that was riding a moose, I would record it and put it out for you guys as a short, and I'd probably pop the capercaillie off the moose's head. Pretend like it was like a trick shot or something. That's hilarious. Yeah, you never know what you're going to see on Call of the Wild, that's for sure. Also, Ostrich, if you happen to find something like this, if you're looking at my stream right now, if you happen to find a solo wolf on one of these ponds or on the river where it's all by itself, if it's a level 5 or below, please leave it. That way it'll kind of help out my herd management a little bit. So if you do see a level 5 and it's all by itself or below, then just leave it for me if you don't mind. Try to just focus level 6s and above if you can. Because I am planning on doing a full herd management on this map whenever I start doing my grind. I feel like that should have been in there. Yeah, it was. Alright. Yeah, I had to find a new friend. Alright, I appreciate you, Ostrich. One of the birds is running at you. That's fine. Just pop him. Just watch your hunting pressure. If you guys hear my dog whining in the background, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law is outside with my father-in-law, and she's wanting to be out there with all of them, and because she can't, she's crying about it. So if you guys hear my dog in the background, just ignore her. You've been doing a lot of medved hunting, and I've gotten 2 rares in one diamond. You got a piebald moose and a melanistic black bear, and then you finally got a diamond reindeer. Dude, that is awesome luck, brother. Let's go, Caden. That's amazing, man. Congrats. You're making me a little bit jealous. The only thing I found off medved was what I found today, and that was that egg white wolf. But then again, I haven't really hunted on medved that much. I'm trying to get my first great one wolf off of Yukon, and then I'm going to transition over here to medved. For one, I'm not a very big fan of hunting at night, and it would be nice to hunt wolves during the daytime, so that's like the first reason why I'm doing it. And second reason is I would really like to start up another moose grind. Excuse me, I'd like to start up a moose grind on Yukon. So I think that I'm going to be like switching my great ones on that map. Let's see, it's hunting pressure should be in here somewhere. Hello, there it is. Do you think they'll ever switch the wolf time like they did with the bears? Honestly, I don't mind it being at nighttime because there is just something about hunting wolves at night that makes it like fit the atmosphere. Because usually, like in movies and stuff like that, whenever a wolf shows up, it's usually at nighttime and it's usually during like a scary like it's there for scare purposes usually. It's there to build up tension, or it's there to be like make people wonder if they're going to go under attack. So I could kind of understand why they wanted them to be at nighttime, so I'm not really going to complain about it. But, I mean, if they did move it to daytime, it would be better. In my personal opinion, I think that all Great One species should be during the day. Because that way you ain't going to have chances of screwing up rares, and you'll be able to, like, see your trophy a lot better than you would if you were hunting it at night. So, in my personal opinion, all Great Ones should be during the daytime, or early morning or late evening. But again, if they want to keep the wolf as mostly a nighttime creature, that is still very understandable in my opinion because it fits the nature of a wolf. Because they usually hunt at night. So, like I said, I'm actually okay either way. But would I prefer them to be during the day? Yes. Just for the sake of being a Great One grinder. Ostrich, if it's a wolf zone, feel free to shoot at least one wolf out of it, man. Like I said, as long as it's a level 6 or above, just shoot one. It ain't gonna bother me a bit. The only way you'll destroy zones is if you shoot 3 of them or more. If you shoot 3 wolves out of a zone, it has a chance of deleting it. So just try your best to shoot 1 out of each zone that you find, and that's not gonna bother me one bit, man. Unless it's the only wolf in that zone. If you come across a zone that's like 3 females and 1 male, and that male is like a level 5 or below, then at that point leave it. But if it's a level 6, I mean, I would be shooting it later anyways. So feel free to pop whatever level 6s you want to shoot. And above. Like I said, you can even take out level 9 diamonds if you find them. That does not bother me a bit. As long as they ain't a rare color. But like right now on my stream, I'm just now finding some gray wolves. And I'm shooting all of them I'm shooting 1 wolf out of every pack, and it's the wolf that's the biggest. So whenever I find a wolf zone, I find the biggest one in that group, and that's the only one I take. At least that's what I'm doing right now, though. And then if you get charged by wolves, just lay down a tent and run inside of it if you don't want to fight them. Or try to shoot 1 wolf that's a male out of that zone and make sure it's a 6 or above. And then at that point, run if you need to or whatever. You get what I'm saying. Yeah, Caden, I'm glad that you like my explanation, man. But yeah, that's just the way that I feel on it. You know, for grinders purposes, since the developers are wanting people to play the way that they want, they should if there's a great one out there, obviously people are going to be grinding for it, and I believe that they should all be during the day or late evening or really early morning. At least make it to where the last 2 hours or the first 2 hours is during the daylight. I would prefer it to be the last 2 hours, though, so that way you have a higher chance at all your animals being in the zones, but whatever they do to help is still good. I think I'm just going to keep running this direction, actually. Scream is a good movie, but it's kind of scary and very gory. Yeah, the gore doesn't really bother me as much, but because I play like rated M games where gore is like a big factor. But at the same time, it's like most of the time for me, I just don't like being jump scared. I mean, that's just how it is. I know there's some horror games that have a really hard time scaring me, um, and it's mostly just because of my objective way of thinking, where it's like I'm just very good at predicting when jump scares are supposed to happen, so it's like really hard for me to actually get jump scared in games. This last playthrough that we did for Resident Evil 7 had a few times that jump scared me, but if you guys remember, I mean, most of the playthrough I really wasn't that scared. It was more or less just very like intense and eerie, but I wasn't like on the edge of my seat freaking out. So, and I'm very excited to play Part 8 next week. Next week, guys, both of our streams will be Resident Evil 8 if you guys are interested in watching me play that one, because I'm really wanting to see what happens next in Ethan's story. But after we play Resident Evil 8, everything's going to go back to Call of the Wild, and there'll be some massive stuff happening on the channel for Thanksgiving, as a way for me to thank you guys for all your support and everything. Raven, I asked you a minute ago, man, if you're still in the chat, which I see that you are, actually. I just answered your question, so I don't know why I would even say that. But are you going to be joining us today on here? I know that you, or no. Earlier you said that you was going to have to leave a little bit early. I didn't know if you were trying to jump on the map or not. Alright, Ostrich is now 20 o'clock, so we're going to hunt until 20:30, and then at that point I'm going to jump time ahead. We've got about 45 minutes left to go. I think what we might actually do, Ostrich, instead of only hunting 2 maps today, I think what we'll do is we'll go from 4 to 5. So here in about 15 minutes we'll switch maps again. And we'll go to Africa next, and then from 5 to 6, whoever's currently playing with me, I'll leave it up to those people to choose what map they want to go to as the last map. So, or something along those lines. We'll see. So we'll probably do 3 different hours across 3 different maps is probably what we'll do. Okay, Raven, sounds good, man. Like I said, I just wanted to see what your plan was. All right. I'm gonna fast forward time. I don't know if we'll find anything in that short amount of time, Ostrich, since there's only 15 minutes left. But I'm gonna jump it forward to bear drink time. I believe they're like early in the morning, like 4 or 5 o'clock. So I'm gonna set it to 4 because I think it'll still be night time even at 4 o'clock. But we'll see. Let's try 4:15. If it's during the day, then we'll just go with it. Nope, still night time. Okay, good. That's what I was hoping for. I'm not entirely sure where bears would drink, but we'll figure it out. Get a drink of water real quick. Alright, where am I going to go? Let's try out some ponds. I haven't been to the ponds yet. I don't exactly know where brown bears are. Let me see if I have any brown bears on my map. Okay, so I do have a brown bear there. So I guess I'll just run to this pond and check it out then. I only have 1 diamond brown bear, so it'd be nice to get another one of those. I'll tell you what, Ostrich, since you're the one person that's currently here at the moment with me, where do you want to go next? I'll let you choose the map. Do you want Africa? Do you want Leighton Lakes? Hirschfelden? Let me see what are the other ones that we're allowed to go to. Parque Fernando? Africa? Does any of those sound like maps that you'd rather go to over top of Africa, or do you want to just go to Africa after this? I'll let you choose which map. There's also Cuatro Colinas if you're interested in that map. I think I'm going to switch scopes for this. There we go. Alright, Ostrich. Sounds good, man. What we'll probably do then is whenever here in about 12 more minutes, whenever the time comes to switch maps, I'll probably save Africa probably for the finale map because I know that one's really popular. But we'll see. Well, they just like he's like did a face plant. Poor thing. There we go. Pretty little links. Little bonus kill. What time did the bear drink? Am I on the wrong time? Wouldn't surprise me if I am. No? No, I'm at the correct time, just they're not here. Oh well. Let's move on to the next pawn then, I guess. Honestly, I really don't know. I would love to be able to let you guys go on some of my maps that I'm grinding on right now. Like, I would love to go to Yukon today. I would love to go to Ski Ridge. But the problem is that I can't guarantee that everybody that joins the stream is going to be subscribed to the channel. So, it kind of, you know, I don't want to mess up my HM on a ski. So, like, I can't just tell everybody no mule deers. Because, you know, not everybody's going to care about my rules. So that's the only reason why I can't like incorporate my grinding maps is because if I could guarantee that everybody that joined my map was people that's already subscribed to the channel, then I would have a lot more trust in you guys. But the fact is that sometimes we're going to get some randoms in here who might become subscribers, but a lot of people just don't really care. They're going to shoot whatever they want to shoot. So hopefully you guys are understanding with the reason as to why we don't use the other maps. Hey, there's a brown bear. Just a stinky female, though. So I think instead of the brown bear, I will take me another lynx. Maybe. Oh, I'm getting attacked by wolves. Never mind. Alright then, wolves. Where you guys at? I hear them. There they are. Come on now. What you got, brother? There. That's what you get, man. I think I spooked off all the other stuff, but that's fine. My target animal wasn't really here. There is a bear here, but it's not anything I'm interested in. Yeah, very true, Ostrich. I mean, like I said, man, I mean, you get it. That's the reason why I don't open up my other maps to you guys, is just because I'm too afraid that people are going to ruin my stuff. I mean, I wouldn't care one bit if you guys wanted to go to my zones and shoot my zones out. You know what I'm saying? If you guys wanted to grind on my map for a little bit. But the thing about it is that I would have to have, like, everybody, like, trusting, like, that they would not take a great one if one spawned, no super rares. And then, if I didn't want people shooting mule deer, I mean, that's just it. I would have to prohibit the mule deer hunting. And, I mean, I can set it to a time when they're not drinking, but I mean, still, there's going to be people that's going to see mule deer on the map, and they're not going to give a crap. So that's the main reason why I don't open up maps that I grind on. This is your alarm, so I'm going to get out of here. Going to go get these kids and go to work. Have a good rest of the stream, D-Train. Thank you, Caden. I really appreciate you, man. And I'll see you next week if you're going to join us for Resident Evil. And then the week after that, we'll get back to Call of the Wild stuff. But thank you for joining, man. I hope you guys have a great time this evening, my friend. And also, Caden, thank you for your support as of late, man. You're You're definitely one of the top supporters on the channel, so thank you for your time. And you as well, Ostrich. You're a really good one as well, man. Like I said, I'm not discrediting anybody. All of my people are very, very good subscribers, and all of you guys do a great job supporting the channel. So I guess I'm thanking everybody, not just one person. Let's see, where am I going? I just want to check something. Okay, that's Grey Wolf. Brown bear down there. I mean, I guess I could fast travel back over there and see what kind of bears are down there. Mia, stop chewing. Sorry, my dog was chewing on her blanket, and she'll destroy them over time if we let her do that, so. I think it's like an anxiety thing that she has. Ostrich, I also want to say thank you, man, for joining the multiplayer stream today, buddy. Hopefully this is, it's made my day to know that I have one of my subscribers in the having a great time hunting alongside me. I'd much prefer to have at least one person on the map than nobody, so I really appreciate you wanting to help support the stream by hunting alongside me and also being in the stream itself. Thank you very much. Awesome, Ostrich. Sounds good. Well, be prepared, Ostrich. Like I said, I'm teasing it all day today. But starting the week after next, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening that I'll be directly involved with you guys in. So, like I said, there'll be a big, big announcement, probably next week even. I'll probably put out the announcement probably Wednesday of next week, so that way it's about halfway through, or something like that. So that way you guys will have a hype video. But yeah, we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff for November because of Thanksgiving, and then we'll be doing some good stuff towards the end of December as well for Christmas. Like I said, it'd be the only 2 months out of the year where I'll be doing anything like this. One is just a month of me being thankful for you guys for helping support the channel, and then obviously Christmas, you know, gifts, presents. I might as well give you guys a couple myself. So. Level 2. Awesome, Ostrich. I'm glad that you are, man. Like I said, I'm excited for it too. I think that you guys will really, really enjoy what I have planned for November and December. I'm very, very excited to let you all know what it is next week as well. Like I said, we're going to play 2 more horror games this year. It's going to be Resident Evil 8 next week. I'll be live streaming it again. And then I'm not going to be having my voiceover in the next one in December. But in December, I'm also going to do a playthrough of Resident Evil 4. So that way I have Leon's entire story before Resident Evil 9 comes out. Oh, hi, Wolf. Thought I heard growling. How you doing today? What are you? Can I even shoot you? I can shoot you, but I don't want to because you're a 5. Okay. Place the tent trick, because I don't want to shoot a level 5. And now you should leave. Yep, there you go. Bye-bye. Alright. Where else are we gonna go? We got about 5 minutes left on Medved, guys, and then I'll be opening up another map. I'll probably take about a 2-minute break in between switching maps, so that way I can use the restroom real quick, but we will be opening up a second map and also a third one for the finale of the stream. I tell you what, I'm actually going to stop where I am right now. I'm not going to leave the map or nothing, but I'm going to go ahead and use the restroom so that way I don't have to have an intermission between map changes. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Still have your phone on, and you mentioned Thanksgiving, and it just reminded me that I wanted to tell you you should set up a turkey hunt and do a turkey hunt on Thanksgiving. Yes, Caden. Honestly, it's a pretty good idea, man. I might actually do that, to tell you the truth. It's been a long time since I did a turkey hunting video for Call of the Wild. I think the last one I did was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I did it for like the opening day of turkey season. The video didn't do extremely well, but I went across every single map that had turkeys, and I shot at least one gobbler off all those maps. So if you guys haven't seen that video, it is still up on the channel. But yes, I was actually thinking about doing something turkey related. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be or if it'll even happen, but I am sort of planning on doing something with it. What's up, Hemp? How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Alright, we got about 3 minutes left, guys, then I'll be closing down this map and opening up another one. Hemp, I know that you just now joined us. My name is D-Train Games. I am an upcoming YouTuber. And we are doing our monthly multiplayer stream where I hunt with my subscribers and new people that join in. So, we're doing nighttime hunting only for this stream, which, of course, it's getting morning right now, but we were at night. But we're doing nighttime hunts across 3 different maps today. And this is map number 1. So if you want to join us for the next map, it'll be coming up here in a little bit, but I'm not sure which one it's going to be. And then our third map will be Africa. So if you want to join us, you can feel free to. You can find me on YouTube right now. I am currently live. Let me see. Also, the only 2 rules that I have for anybody that wants to play with me is just make sure that you hunt separate from other people, and great ones and super rares are something I do not like to lose. So if you find anything that's like a super rare potential, please let me know, because after 4,200 hours of playing the game, I don't have a super rare to my name, and then obviously nobody wants to lose a great one. So if you happen to see those, please let me know. But everything else is fair game for you to take home. So all diamonds, all gold rares, and below, those are all any of those you're more than welcome to take. Hush, Mila. No, ma'am. You can't get up here. No. You're looking at a brown bear, and it's not necessarily brown. What level is it? What level is it, Ostrich? I'm not finding anything to shoot right now. Oh, never mind. Can I shoot you finally? No? Okay, that's fine. I actually need to switch scopes. Where'd they go? There they are. There he is. Okay, Ostrich, I'll keep it in mind, man. Let me see where you are. So that way I can make note of the area. That way if I want to go back while I'm free roaming later, I can see if it was anything in a special. I'm trying to see where you are. Nope. Well, where are you at, Ostrich? Let me see. Okay, so you're over there on that pond. Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind, man. And I'll let you know. Alright, guys, I am officially going to go ahead and close this map down. In 15 minutes, this map will no longer be available. I am going to be going across 2 more maps, though, for anybody that has just joined. My name is D-Train Games. I'm currently live on YouTube. At the end of every month, we do a multiplayer stream where I hunt with my subscribers and anybody else that wants to join if you're on PlayStation. I'm going to go ahead and close this map down, and we're going to start hunting for another hour on another map. So, thank you all for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. And, Ostrich, I'll be just opening up a new map in just a minute. Mila, you cannot get up here, baby. My dog is really wanting to get up in my lap right now, but she's not allowed. She's upset because there's family over outside, and she's not allowed outside, and because of that, she gets high on anxiety. Alright, let's see. What map do we want to go to next? I'll tell you what. Let's try this one out. We'll go to Emerald Coast. That way, alright guys, my map is opening. I meant to give you guys a countdown, but I forgot. So my map is currently going live. We're going to go to Emerald Coast and hunt during the nighttime at Emerald Coast. I'm not entirely sure what drinks at what time, but I'll check it here in a minute, and I'll try to set it to a good time for all of us. Let me open up my Call of the Wild companion app, and I'll let you guys know what animals we're going to target. Give me 1 second. So axis deer in early morning. Kangaroo is a good one. They drink at midnight. Not fallow deer, not red deer, sadly. Sandbar we could do. They go from 17 to 19, so that might be what we start with. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go from 18 to 17 to 19 for the I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. For the where am I going? Sandbar. There we go. The sandbar deer. Sorry guys. We'll go to the sandbar deer from about 18 to 20, and then I believe that the Rusa deer start drinking shortly after they do. So the Rusa will start drinking from 20 to 24 to midnight, and then from there we can just keep it going. All right, so we got a plan now. We're gonna go from 18 until 20, and then we'll fast forward time to 22, and then from there we'll just hunt out the night. What's up, ostrich? Get out of my way, man. You're in the way. I'm trying to get dressed too, you know. I don't know why I'm trying to change gun colors. I'm wanting to use Halloween colors. Ugh. Get off my screen. I hate how the loading screen keeps you from going back. What's going on, ostrich? Let's see. I didn't even mean to go here. I meant to go to my character. Where's the ghillie suit I like? There it is. I believe I'll leave everything else the way I have it. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and reset time and get this hunt underway. Twins! Twins, Basil. Twins. I've never watched that movie, but I have seen that clip. Alright, it's sort of going to be like the wolf thing, so we're going to start off during the daytime, and then it's eventually going to end up becoming night. And I don't really know where these sandbar deer drink, so I'm going to hope that I end up in the right places. Mila, stop chewing, baby. I know, you're upset because you can't be out there with everybody. Oh, well, ended up in a lucky spot. Is there a gray fox thing, actually? Yes, there is. I'm gonna go grab this fox, then. So make sure there's nothing over here that I'd rather have. I don't think so. I think I'd rather do the mission. Where's that fox gone? What does the fox say? Ring, ding, 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 bling. Golly, that song was so big whenever I was in middle or high school one. It got on my nerves. Hated that song. There it is. Smoked him. Who needs a rifle for small game anyway? Get me out of this bush. Good grief. There's a fox staring at you. Oh my gosh, Raven. Yeah, no, man. It really is overplayed, brother. It is way too overplayed. I hate that song with a passion, man. Back whenever that song, like I was actually still in school when that song came out, so you can imagine my frustrations at the fact that it was like played everywhere when it came out. And there's so many people that thought that song was just like the most fire song in the world, and I was always like, well, it has a good beat, but everything else about it is annoying. Like, honestly, they turned that song into like where it's just an instrumental without the singing. It might not even be that bad, but it was the lyrics and the singing that got on my nerves more than anything. Also, guys, make sure that if you guys are watching the stream right now, whether you're able to play with us or not, make sure that you guys hit the like button for me if you want to see more of these streams. And also, make sure that you guys subscribe if you haven't already. We are now aiming to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible, so make sure you guys help out the channel if you guys want to. And if you're on PlayStation, you can feel free to join us at any time. My map is currently live to the public, so all of you guys can join whenever you want, if you're on PlayStation. Honey, what are you still doing here? She's like just not afraid of anything. Where'd this... There he is. Dark red. Beautiful. If only it was a diamond, but I'll take it for the mission. That should have been the mission. Did I miss the... vitals? Nope, I got it. Okay, I was wondering. There we go. Yay, free money! I'll tell you another song that gets on my nerves. It was a song by I can't remember what the name is. So Skrillex, and it was like the first of the year by Skrillex. That song was overplayed when it came out, and it still to this day gets on my nerves like none other. And then what was another one? There was another one too, and I just can't remember it. But yeah, there was a lot of songs that just really irked me back in the day. Oh, the teddy bear song. The gummy bear song or whatever. That thing. Oh gosh, that was another one that I just could not stand. That was so annoying. Well, starting to get nighttime on us, fellers. I'm gonna mark the river. Now, like I said, I really don't know where anything is on the map. I'm just setting it to the drink times of the animals that I want to hunt and just hoping that I run into them. So, hopefully it plays out well. You're about to throw hands with a kangaroo. Oh, goodness. I think it'd be better if you threw bullets. I mean, if you could literally fist fight a kangaroo in this game, that'd be so funny. I mean, imagine if they added, like, a little, like, thing where your character, like, let's say, like, right here, how your character's hands are still visible, but you don't have binoculars. Imagine if that became, like, functional, where you could, like, punch and slap. And it was just for kangaroos. That'd be so funny. If you could literally box kangaroos on the game until they died, and it would still give you full credit. If you killed it. That'd be hilarious. Good idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it sounds fun. Just walk up to him, bring it on, kangaroo. Ding ding, mother trucker. Oh, goodness. Your mom used to overplay Born This Way by Lady Gaga, and now I hate it because she overplayed it. Dude, that song is overplayed anyways, man. It's a good song. Like, I mean, like, I have nothing against it, but it is very overplayed. I'm not a very big Lady Gaga fan in the slightest, but there is a few of her songs that I actually do like, or at least tolerate listening to. I wouldn't say I'm a fan by any means, but she's at least more tolerable than like these people that make like What Did the Fox Say and stuff. At least they're real artists. Do you have a man in your life, honey? You do not have a man in your life. You have a boy in your life. Okay. What is up with my map having, like, the worst sandbar deer in the world? Like, they're all, like, level 2s, level 3s. Any other ones back in there? No? Well, that guy's better, at least. Oh. That ought to work. Thanks a lot, Raven. Now you got Born That Way playing on my head. Like, it's literally playing in my head in repeat right now. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born that way. Good grief. Get out of my head. I'm trying to play the Hunter Call of the Wild, not rock out. Good grief. Nothing there. Tiny little male. He ain't much, but I'll take him. What the heck? Okay, pretty sure I just hit a tree. You're welcome. I hate you, Raven. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, though, there's some songs, though, that I can literally, like, just hear the beginning of the song and it'll instantly be just stuck in my head all day. No, I'm not telling any of you guys what they are, but there are a handful of songs where it's like, if anybody just tells me the name of the song, it just instantly gets stuck in my head. Am I stuck in the water here? Oh. Yeah, got too deep. There we go. Golly, this map really does get dark, man. I'm used to the snow maps where I don't have to use my flashlight all the time, but I guess if you're in the woods, it does make sense it'd be a lot darker. I just threw hands at the kangaroo. Look at the kill feed. Usually whenever a kangaroo charges me, ostrich, I actually like to try to get it with a bow. Like, anytime there's an animal in the game that charges me, I always want to try to hit it with a bow before I die, or at least before it dies. I've always loved, like, taking on animals that charge you with a bow and arrow. What's up, XD? Welcome to the map, man. I didn't welcome you a few minutes ago, but I just want to let you know that my name is D-Train Games. I'm currently live on YouTube. At the end of every month, I open up a few of my maps to the public and let you guys play with me. So, and I'm mostly a Great One grinder. I do have one of every Great One in the game. So if you would like to support us, feel free to go to YouTube and subscribe. But welcome to the map anyways. Hope you have a great time here, man. Let's see. Also, remember, guys, it's very, very unlikely, but for anybody that's on my map, if you guys would be respectful enough, if you guys happen to see a super rare antlered animal, please let me know about it, because after 4,200 hours of playing, I do not have a super rare, and the antlered animals in this game, I really would like a super rare of on this map. And then also, if you happen to see a Great One fallow deer or a Great One red deer, which is very unlikely, obviously I wouldn't want to lose that trophy either. So either one of those two, please let me know if you find them. Otherwise, everything else is fair game. Is that a... No. Okay. For a minute there, I thought I was looking at a rare fox, but that's definitely not rare. Yeah, I don't think it's rare, at least. I can't tell, actually. I can't tell if that's rare or not. Where did it go? Well, if that is a rare fox, it's over here, but I don't know where she went. There it is. Oh, come on. There. And I think I smoked a tree. Yeah, I did. Well, I ain't gonna worry about tracking her. Especially at night. So you have a cold right now, so I'm gonna take a break for a little bit. That's fine, man. You definitely don't have to feel obligated to play, man. Like I said, this is always optional. And you can play as much as you like, and if you need to leave and come back, you definitely can. It is not a problem, man. Do whatever you need to do, buddy. I mean, you can still watch the stream either way, if you're wanting to watch. I'm sorry, Ostrich. Hopefully you feel better, man. I'll try to keep you in my prayers, and I'll try to, and hopefully you feel better soon, buddy. I don't want anybody to be sick, so hopefully you'll get better soon. I am finding all kinds of sandbar locations, but none of them have anything interesting. That is just sad. Yeah, it's not a problem, Ostrich. It's not a problem at all. Tell you what, I think I'm gonna move though. Let's see. Don't know where I'd want to go. So I'll try these pawns up here. Yeah, I hear that, Ostrich. I hope you're not sick in deer season either, man. I've actually hunted while I was sick before. It was not pretty, but I really wanted to be able to kill a deer. And I did get a deer one time while I was sick, and it was not, but it was really. I've never done it again though because it was so tough, feeling the way that I was feeling and having to help skin and work and process a deer. So especially dragging it out of the woods was a nightmare because I felt so bad. So I probably won't hunt again if I'm sick, but I have done it before and it is rough. I can see better up here in the hills, apparently. Ooh, hello down there. I really do think that red deer need to be a level 7. They're a really, really big animal. And I think level 6 just doesn't do them justice. Where are you going, brother? There we go. I don't know what I hit, but that works. Well, Ostrich, it really didn't have anything to do with toughness, man. It was more or less just like determination. So it was like December, and so it was like also the coldest time of the year, and it was muzzleloader season, so like the last time you could use a firearm, and or at least that was coming up. And no, hang on a second, I'm getting confused. I'm so sorry. It was rifle season, and I was wanting to be able to get a deer before the end of rifle season, and it was snowing. It was terrible, man. Like it was just terrible conditions. I love these level 7s. They're so pretty. But either way, it was just very, very bad conditions. And I wanted to be able to get a buck. And I went out there. And I think that I got very lucky because, like, right at the crack of day, there was a deer that came. There was a little bitty forky that came running out of the woods, and I just wanted to get deer meat, so I just shot him and got him. And yeah, I had a bad cold at the time. I was just aching, just real bad. Sneezes and coughing, so it was rough. But worth it in the end because I did get to bring a deer home. All right, see you, Ostrich Man. I hope you feel better, buddy. We'll still be live for another hour and a half. And if you want to hang out, you definitely can. But if otherwise, I just hope you have a good night as well, my friend. Random fallow deer. That'll work. And again, guys, for those of you who are currently watching the stream, make sure you guys hit the like button so that way it spreads my content around to more people so that more people can find the channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, I do try to stream 2 times a week for up to 4 hours at a time. And most of the time we are Great One grinding. And then at the end of every month, we also do multiplayer streams. Do not forget that these next 2 months, though, there will be special events. So November, we'll have all kinds of stuff happening. I'll put out an announcement video for that next week. And then towards the end of December, we'll be doing stuff for Christmas. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that reason as well. Did that house just move? I don't know. It looked like a house moved. Got about 10 more minutes of in-game time, and then I'm gonna switch it to I believe I'll switch it to midnight, which is kangaroos. I don't know if I'm gonna do kangaroos or not though. I think I might switch it actually to the rusa. I think rusa deer are late in the evening as well. I'd much rather hunt the antlered animals anyways. Anything at this pond? Some foxes. I don't know what that was. So they're on this side. Interesting. It's fine. Doesn't look like there's anything in there that's too interesting anyways. Well, a little level 4. Ma'am, that was rude. What's up? How you doing? Well, good. Welcome to my map. I am currently streaming on YouTube. My name is D-Train Games. At the end of every month, we do a multiplayer stream where my subscribers and anybody else who feels free can come and hunt with me. So, welcome to the map. If you have any questions for me, let me know. Hope you have a good time. It's the same name as what's on here. It's D-Train Games. I stream 2 times a week, up to 4 hours at a time. I am a Great One grinder, and I have one of every Great One in the game except the whitetail, which I have 2 of. And then, Possibly. What do you have? Yeah, I don't care a bit to teach, so what do we need help with? You want to kill what? I'm sorry, you cut out. Okay, so the best way I can tell you to kill diamonds, obviously just shooting animals eventually. Once you get around the 100 kill mark on a certain species, you'll be guaranteed, you'll be gifted a diamond by the game, in most cases. However, if you're wanting diamonds quicker, my best advice to you is to pick your favorite locations. And you don't have to do a Great One grind or anything, but you want to pick like zones that you hate hunting, and you want to shoot those animals down to where they're real small. So like, let's say that you have a whitetail. Level 3 is the biggest they can be. So you want to shoot all the whitetails down to level 1 in your least favorite zones, and then leave them, and then shoot everything in your favorite zones. Over time, the game will have to compensate for those smaller animals by producing bigger ones. They call that herd management on the game, and that will guarantee you more diamonds. Does that make sense? Okay, there is also a person on YouTube that I would highly recommend you looking at. His name is Will the Gamer, and all you have to do is to put the species and the map that you're wanting to hunt. And whenever you look at his stuff, he'll circle everywhere on the map that you can find that species. So that way you can find all your drink zones and be able to go to each drink zone and nitpick each one that you want to hunt and which ones you don't want to hunt. And like I said, do some HM on your maps, and over time you'll get more diamonds. Hopefully that was helpful and it all made sense. And in case you're wondering, we are doing a live stream right now for Halloween, so that's the reason why we're hunting at night. That's why it's a theme. Awesome, man. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to. We're trying to make it to 1,000. We just hit 500 a couple days ago. So there will be a Discord added to the channel soon. And like I said, there's some very big events happening in November for Thanksgiving and some big events in December for Christmas. I appreciate it, man. Awesome. I appreciate you, buddy. I'm also looking at my chat, so if you hear me randomly talking to people, you know what's going on. What's up, Raven? Welcome back, Raven. Been a while since I heard from you. Emerald Coast is your third favorite map. I'd say it's one of my most favorites for Realmans, right, Raven? That's definitely it's definitely a banger map. What's up, Zero? You here for the evening? Just took your truck up for new tires. I hear you, man. I'm glad that you're here for the stream, buddy. Glad to see you can make it, man. You're fine. Make sure you mute your mic, okay? So when you're not talking to me, make sure you mute your mic so it doesn't pick up background noises. Yes, just make sure you guys talk about whatever you want to. Just make sure not to hog the mic and to keep it family friendly, alright? I think I'm going to go ahead and switch time, guys. The drink zone for these deer are over with. It's now time for some roosa deer. I believe they're like around midnight or something. I don't remember exactly. Let me see. Fallow deer is 10 to something. Do I have a roosa on here? Give me 1 second, guys. Let me pull up one of my apps so that way I can see what time they drink. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well, Zero. Give me 1 second. I can't see chat at the moment, guys. So the 21 is the midnight. Alright. So it's actually right now, so I might just fast... What's up, man? But yeah, we currently are trying to get the Great One Wolf on my channel. We're like 588 kills into it on Yukon, and then after I get my first one off Yukon, I'll be switching to a Medved, I believe, and I think that I'm going to make Yukon my moose map and make Medved my wolf map. It's just easier to hunt during the day, so that's the reason why I've decided to switch to that map, because they actually drink during the day on Medved. Yeah. I will tell you, the best thing you can do is just shoot everything. Also, some of the biggest tips I can give you as well is make sure you don't delete your zones. So every time you find, like, let's say you found a drink zone on a pond, if you shoot more than 3 animals out of that zone will be deleted, and it'll move it somewhere random on the map. So make sure you only shoot about 1 to 2 animals out of a zone. And then eventually you'll be able to afford tripods and tree stands. If you get in one of those, you can actually kill up to 12 animals out of that zone before it gets destroyed. So that's the first tip I'd give you. The second tip I'd give you is hunt maps with very generous animals if you're willing to do like DLC maps. So like Emerald Coast, Teawara, Revontuli Coast. Let me see what's some other good ones. Those are three really good ones. Ski Ridge is really good. All of those, most of the animals you kill off those maps are $1,000 a pop. So make sure you're just shooting everything that you can in the beginning of the game, just trying to get leveled up. And go ahead, you're fine. That's fine. We all started at 0. I mean, it took me. I've been playing the game since 2017, and I only learned about great ones in 2021. So I've really been grinding hard since 2021, and I will tell you, in 2021, I think I had like around $20,000, and ever since I started Great One grinding, I'm now in the 3 millions. So like I said, the best way to make money on this game is by doing Great One grinding if you're wanting to try to get those. But if you're somebody that likes a more realistic experience, then just make sure you're shooting animals that are worth a lot. And then also don't forget about the challenges. If you open up your main menu and go down to challenges, there's daily challenges and weekly challenges that you can pursue, and that will give you a lot more money on the way as well. Yeah. Biggest animal that I've killed on the game. So obviously the great ones are the biggest animals that you can get in the game, even though some of the diamonds can outscore them. I'll tell you that my favorite great ones I've gotten in the game is the great one moose. I love the species red deer, but I think they have one of the weakest great ones, so I wouldn't really include that one. But the red deer itself is a massive animal. It has huge antlers, so that's also a really big one. Elk, I'm hoping they get a great one at some point. But as far as like my favorite great ones I've gotten, I mean, the moose is still my favorite out of all of them because I'm more about antlers than I am about anything. So the moose is my favorite great one on the game. But I mean, like, I really don't think that there is like a biggest that I've killed. I've gotten some very big diamonds. I've gotten some whitetails that score in the 270s, which are really rare. I've gotten some 270 red deer, and then obviously the great ones. So I mean, there's a bunch in the game. Mythical mountain lion, that ain't bad. That's not bad. Yeah, so a mythical means it's guaranteed gold, whereas legendary means you have a chance at making diamonds. And some animals, which I can't tell you which ones they are because there's very few of them, but there's some animals that can actually make diamond even though it's one level below. So like I've gotten like level 3 whitetails are like the diamond rated whitetails, but they can sometimes end up scoring gold. And I've also killed some level 2 whitetails that made diamond. So always, like I said, you will learn over time. It'll all come in experience. What's up, believers? Welcome to the stream, man. Well, I'm glad that things are smoothed out for you, Zero. Again, guys, we have some real people on the map now that I'm talking to, so my attention is going to be a little bit split, but I will try to keep track of both chat and live chat as well. Oh, I'm running right up on deer. I don't even know we're here. I think I've already spooked like 2 groups just because I didn't see them. Ooh, it's not a bad croc. Yep, there are crocodiles in the water areas on this map. So like the big ocean side on the right hand side of the map, and then the rivers that I'm currently that run through the middle of the map, or excuse me, the middle top of the map. I mean, all of that can contain crocodiles. Mostly towards the right hand side though. Also, you're fine. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, Emerald Coast is a great map, man. Make sure, though, that you're using high-powered weapons. So if you have the 243 right now, you only want to target a small game. So like any animals that are like level, I believe it's level 7 and below is what you need to be targeting most. Mostly deer species. Because if you target like the bigger animals like moose and elk right now, the 243 is not going to do much damage. and and it may not even kill anything. So make sure you're getting nice, close, broadside shots, if you know what broadside means. Okay. And then over time, you'll be able to get the penetrative rounds, which are the polymer tip bullets, and that'll help you a lot. Gotcha. That's a really good gun. I still have like the OG guns, so whenever I'm doing my Great One grinds, I always use the 300 AR and the 308 AR. But whenever I'm pre-roaming like I am now, the 375 bolt action and the 308 bolt action are my favorites. And I also like to use the bow and arrow if I can, if I get chances to use the bow. Believers, I have not got anything good during the stream. However, an hour before the stream started, I was on my medved map trying to find some of my wolf zones, and I found an egg white level 6 wolf. So I did get a rare earlier today. But nothing on the stream just yet, man. Unfortunately. I'm actually running the river right now because where it's Halloween and where it's nighttime, I'm really trying to get one of these crocodiles to attack me. I really want to be, I'm wanting to be attacked by a croc right now, and then nothing's wanting to come after me. They're all running. They just see me coming and they're like, oh crap, no thank you. But I know I'll find one croc eventually that's going to be all like, feeling big and bad, and he's going to come after me trying to bite my ankles. Dude, these swamps at night right now where the sun's shining through the trees is actually really creepy. Like, this game ain't a scary game by any means, but this actually makes it... Oh, I got a croc. There we go. What's up, brother? Ow. Yep. If you're on my stream right now, you'll see him. What's up, buddy? There we go. Got him. Got him! He is a level 6 gold olive crocodile. Two arrows, both in the lungs. Do what, XX? Let's see. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate it, man. I've had a little bit of practice. Like I said, I'm not scared of the Great One Wolf. Whenever he shows up, I am going to try to find him and have his group charge me. And I want to shoot him with the bow and arrow. But I have very, very high opinions on my bow and arrow skills on the game. I've been using a bow for a long, long time. So I love shooting animals when they're charging at me. You coming too? No, you're running. Why are you running? I'm like that black guy in that meme. Why are you running? Why are you running? Let's see. Let's see. Level 3 Rusa. Yeah. Also, guys, for anybody that's in the chat, if you guys play on PlayStation, we still have 3 positions available. So if you guys want to join us, feel free to jump into the map. Now, we only have about 20 minutes left on this map, and then we'll be jumping to Africa to finish out the stream. So X, if you want to join us, feel free to. I'll give you guys a countdown in case you know how far behind on the stream you are. And then my map will go live, and you jump right back in and keep playing with me on Africa if you wish, okay? Because we're gonna go across 3 different maps today. Our first map was Medved, and then now it's Emerald Coast, and then we're gonna finish the stream off over on Africa. So for anybody in the chat that wants to join us, make sure your PlayStation's 4 or 5 is up and running. Here in about 20 minutes, we will be switching maps. Let's see. And then next week, I'll also tell you too, X, we are mainly a Call of the Wild and deer hunting camp channel. We also do some Fishing Planet at time to time. But we also do playthroughs of some of my favorite video games. So not everything is family friendly on the channel, but I try my best to make it all family friendly. So like I said, there's some of my favorite storyliners are on there if you want to watch them. And next week I'll be doing a playthrough or a walkthrough live of Resident Evil 8 Village, because we did Resident Evil 7 during the beginning of the month. So if you're interested in any of that, that's what's going on next week, and then we'll return to Call of the Wild the week after next. But I also will try to put out videos and shorts of Call of the Wild of any kind of trophies I find in the meantime. Let's see. And one last announcement, guys, and I'll quit being a YouTuber and I'll just be a gamer after this. But don't forget that my community is now active on my channel. If you guys go to my channel and then go to visit channel, you guys will have a new tab on there that says community. If you guys click on it, you guys can start your own conversations. You can put posts up there for me to see and for me to reply to, and you can also upload your photos of any of the trophies that you guys get. And I'll try to get back to you guys when I can on those. We'll also be incorporating my community during some of the challenges in November. So make sure you guys are using my community. I opened it up just for you guys while we're waiting on Discord to be a thing. Hello. Is there a gator? Is there a croc after me? I'm hearing something. Dude, it is so creepy in these swamps. It's like foggy. Yeah, I don't know if anything's after me or not. X, I would not advise it. I always tell people to hunt on their own during these streams. The main reason why is because the multiplayer has some major bugs sometimes, where if you get within 100 to 200 yards of another player, your gun will randomly start shooting, or at least making the shooting sound effect, and it can spook animals away. And that has been around for a couple of years on Call of the Wild. So you might want to keep your distance. But at the end of the stream, if you're wanting to like take a screenshot of me or something, I don't care a bit. Or if you kill anything cool and you want me to come and stand over your trophy for you, I will. But make sure it's something that's actually worth it, so like a diamond or a rare. But like I said, we always try to keep our distance from other players just to make sure there isn't any kind of like weird bugs that happen, okay? The lake. I'm actually at the river. I'm at the top of the map above Opal Point. Yeah, like I said, I mean, as long as you put a waypoint on other players and you're like over 500 yards away or 500 meters away from them, that usually will not cause any problems. But once you get to like 300 meters or lower, that's whenever the glitches can start happening. So that's why I always tell people to try to be a pretty good distance away from other players, unless you're in a party with that player and you guys are wanting to hunt together. I welcome that. If you guys are wanting to hunt as like a team, you definitely can. But like I said, for me personally, where I'm doing a stream, I like to be apart from other people. And it just keeps from doubling your scent and spooking off animals. So. Well, I mean, you said you started yesterday, so that's kind of a given. welcome to Call of the Wild. But like I said, there isn't many bugs in multiplayer. It's not like bug ridden. It's just usually there's like just some weird stuff that can happen. Animals can end up on top of each other. You can end up seeing animals that get spooked but won't run away. And then of course there's the weird stuff that happens when you get close to other players, where it's like you'll start hearing gunshots whenever nobody is shooting their guns, and the animals will still hear it and they'll still get spooked from it and run away. So that right there is the main reason why I don't want anybody to hunt together, is because if you find a trophy that you're really wanting to get and somebody gets too close to you and next thing you know that glitch happens, it can ruin your hunt. So that's weird. Oh, we got a taker. What's up, Crocky? How you doing today? Oh, you're gonna run away as soon as I draw the bow. I see how it is. Oh, I see. The female is gonna come in, fake me out, let the male come in, and then another female is gonna come in and try to kill me. Interesting. Put one right in your mouth, ma'am. That's alright. I ain't gonna worry about killing her. Well, that wasn't really fair. Level 2 female comes at me, runs away. Level 6 male comes in, which I was interested in, and he runs away before I can get a shot at him, and then I'm left to just shoot a little level 1 female. Go figure. Fun times, man. Fun times. I also wanted to just say congrats on your first ever moderator's big step in getting 1K subscribers and more. I really appreciate you, believers. And thank you too, man. You've been a very good supporter on the channel, so I appreciate you as well. Last play was wild. You posted some bucks on the community? Nice, Raven. I'll be interested in looking at them later when the stream ends. Like I said, if anybody wants to post any of their trophies on community, I will go through them. I may not reply to all of them, but know that I will go through them and look at them, guys. And then also make sure if you guys want to talk together on those streams and everything, just treat it like a Discord. If you guys want to use it as a way to communicate with each other, feel free to. I believe you guys can make your own polls on there and have people vote on them. I could be a little bit wrong on that. You might just be able to vote on my polls. I don't exactly know how that works, but like I said, as far as I'm concerned, it's like a mini Discord until I get the actual one up and running. Have you went hunting IRL yet? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, you can ask that anytime, believers. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, I have been IRL hunting this year, only a handful of times with my wife. Every time we've had deer around us, but they either got spooked by winding us or they just came in the wrong direction and then just never came into the barrel to give her a shot. But at the same time, or not barrel, I'm sorry, I got the feeders update stuck in my mind, into the field to give her a shot. And because I'm working on the feeders, by the way, guys, hint, hint, wink, wink, that might be a thing in the future. But like I said, yes, we have been a few times, just unsuccessful so far. We're currently waiting on the rut to start. I think the week after next is whenever the rut for Kentucky comes in, and you're allowed to use rifles and stuff like that. So we're gonna wait for that season before we go back. But yes, we have been a couple of times. Decent little Rusa. Next shot, maybe? Oh, I hit the next shot. Let's go. That was a shot and a half. 164 yards. Shot it in the shot of Rusa in the back of the neck. Ooh, that was nice. What were you saying, X? I'm sorry. What? Awesome. That's awesome, man. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the content on the channel. Like I said, there's playthroughs of my favorite storyliners. There's a lot of Call of the Wild and deer hunting camp videos, which, well, maybe not a lot of deer hunting camp, but there's quite a few of them. So yeah, I have like over 100 videos in a lot of different shorts if you want to watch my content later. But yeah, I'm glad that you're able to find me, man. And like I said, we do these multiplayer streams at the end of every month, except for like on special occasions, which is coming up for November and December. Again, I can't really release what my plans are on that, but no, there will be more stuff directly involving you guys coming up. So my channel is about 80% Call of the Wild, about 10% deer hunting camp, and then I'd say the rest of it is playthroughs of my favorite storyliners and stuff. It is a big level 4. Ooh, and it's 2 tones. I like that fur color. 133 out of 148. That's a big boy. Hi. How are you, sir? Are you doing good this night? Nice, ain't it? Stars in the sky. You're a friendly little dude, ain't you? Maybe you're in shock where I killed your friend, but either way, nice to see you. I'll let you go. Have a good evening. Yeah, you're so fluffy and cute. Okay, I gotta go. Alright, let's see. I'm sorry, but the baby Rusas that have like all the fluff on their necks, they're adorable. I don't care what you say. I hope you get one on the ground soon. I went for the first time this morning and seen 10 deer, but you weren't able to shoot any. Oh, that's rough, man. Hopefully that changes for the best for you. I'm rooting for you though, believers. Hopefully you get one. You need a diamond, Rusa? I do too, Raven. What's up, X? I didn't know you had left, but that diamond, that Rusa that we just got was a 133 out of 148, so it nearly made diamond. Yeah, I didn't tax him or anything because I have plenty of those, but he was a pretty good one. Also, I wanted to let you know, just since you're new, 80% of my content is Call of the Wild, so we have like over 100 videos and streams on the channel, and then I have a lot of different shorts as well. There's a crocodile attacking me. And then we have a handful of deer hunting camp videos, since that's a relatively newer game to the channel, if you want to watch those. And then, of course, I have my storyliner games that I play. I do playthroughs and walkthroughs for those. So, if you're interested in any of that stuff, that's all on the channel for you. I just shot that crocodile in the butt and killed him immediately. He shot him once in the lung, and he started to turn around and run, and I shot him in the butt the second time, and I guess that was too much for him. Oh, also, I want to let you know something too, X. Where you're new to the game, at the very beginning of the game, there's a place where you can sign up to make an Apex account. It's totally free and totally safe, and if you make an account on there, you'll actually gain access to 3 ghillie suits. You'll be able to have the woodland ghillie suit, which is what I'm wearing. You'll also get a dry grass one, which looks really, really good in the desert regions, and then you'll also get a snow one. So that way, if you're on the snowy maps, you'll be able to wear the white ghillie suit on those. If you're interested in wearing other camouflages. Like I said, it's free and totally safe. All it does is just registers you as a hunter on the game, and then the game rewards you by giving you those 3 outfits. All right, you're fine. No problem, believers. I wish you the best of luck, man. You have a 3-point that comes in IRL, and he's so cute, and you call him Tress. Dude, that is awesome. My wife, I actually asked her about a week ago, like, what was like if she saw any kind of buck right now, would she just shoot it, or would she be like picky about the animal that she shoots as her first deer? And the way my wife puts it, she don't care if it's a 1-point, a 2-point, or a 3-point. If it's brown, it's down. So my wife is really, really wanting her first deer this year. And like I said, right now we're on a hiatus for hunting. We're gonna wait until the rifle season comes in. But if you don't get one during rifle season, we're probably going to have to call it a season because neither one of us likes hunting in the deep winter time. Once it gets really, really cold, neither one of us really likes to hunt. So usually the rut is where I'll call it a season, in most cases for me. Because December in Kentucky can be really rough at times. What's up, Otter? This is Emerald Coast. We're going to be on here for about 5 more minutes, and then we'll switch to Africa. We're hunting at nighttime only in celebration of Halloween. At the end of every month, we'll do a multiplayer stream where I hunt with my subscribers and also anybody else that wants to join, as long as you're on PlayStation. But this is Emerald Coast, is the current map. Yeah, very, very true, believers. Ah, getting stuck on the tree. This map, I believe... No, we got 6 minutes. So we got 6 minutes left, and then we'll be switching to Africa for the final hour of the stream, okay? Welcome, guys. Glad you guys are able to join. If your brother has his own account, too, if he wants to subscribe to the channel, every subscription helps. And make sure you guys like the stream, too, so that way it attracts more people, okay? If you guys want to, of course. Let's see. Probably an animal. Be scared. Be careful. He's like, Is he like sick? Is he like throwing up? It sounds like you're grossed out by it. What is that thing? Ugh. I don't know. If it's squeaking, I don't remember exactly which animal that is. I think it might be a feral goat. I think goats squeak, if I'm not mistaken. Is it? Oh yeah, if 2 people are trying to talk at the same time, it'll cause the mics to glitch out. That's why I always tell people to mute their mics in between talking to each other, so that way they won't be colliding with other people. What the heck? That alligator just teleported. I literally just had a female alligator that was stuck in a tree, and then she turned around and just teleported over to me and killed me. Well, or bit me rather. She wasn't successful in taking my life, but whoops. Oh, I already had an arrow. Whoops. Had another crocodile that was going to attack me, but I don't know where he went. Yeah, my favorite ghillie suit the 2 ghillie suits that I wear is the winter one and the woodland one. because I don't hunt too much on the desert maps, so the other two are my favorite. And then the one that was released for a ski ridge, which is currently in the store, I forget what it's called, but that one's really good. When it's like a green outfit with camouflage gloves and has like the dog flap from toboggan on it. The game has some real. Do what? Yeah, as I say, whenever there's a predator after you guys, be careful, stay alive, don't die. Good night. I didn't realize that I was up next to somebody, and I just heard the gun go off in my headset, and it was so loud. Scared me to death. I'm gonna have to move. Let's see. Let's go over here. Awesome, Otter. Okay, believers. Hope you have a good night, man. Thanks for coming into the stream for as much as you could, man. Appreciate your support. Let's see. Otter, which one are you? What is your PlayStation name? So that way I know which one you are. Because you're obviously a different name on here. Rain, go away. What? Oh, is Otter your brother? Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, okay. I know who you are then. No worries then. Don't gotta worry about the question. I gotcha. I just like knowing who everybody is, so I just call you guys the right names when you're in the game. Alright guys, unfortunately, we are out of time for this map. We got 2 minutes left till the top of the hour, but I'm going to go ahead and open up Africa for anybody that wants to join us on Africa, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and leave this map. This map will stay open for another 15 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead on my stream and I'm going to switch over to another map. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys in just a minute. Yes, X, you definitely can join, man. Anybody that's currently in the live stream, anybody that was hunting with me previously, feel free to jump straight back in. It is not a problem. Our last map of the day is going to be Africa. If I can find it, there it is. Great game. I can never find it, there it is. Alright guys, give me 1 second. So that way give some people to join. I am going to look at my Call of the Wild companion real quick. That is an app if you guys don't know about it. It's a very helpful app. It's for free and it has all the maps on it and what drink times the animals can be found on. Let me use it real quick and try to figure out what time I need to go for the animal I'm after. Let me see. Oh, perfect. They're at night. Alright guys, multiplayer map is now live. Feel free to join in whenever you guys like. This has been a good stream today. It's been a very successful stream. We're going to go ahead and reset time. Again, I don't know exactly where these animals are, but I'm hoping to run into them. We're going to set it to kudu drink time, so anybody who likes kudu, that's what it's currently going to be drinking. It is daytime for now, but trust me, we'll get nighttime. You have about 2 hours of daylight, guys, and then it'll go back to being night. I believe. Let me check and make sure I'm in the right place. I think I might be wrong, actually. Give me 1 second. Hush, puppy. Nope, I'm at the right time. Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that, everybody. My mother called me, so I had to answer. Can't keep the moms or the wives waiting, you know. My mom didn't know I was streaming, but I'm back now. You can, Otter. If you try to join and it doesn't let you connect, then you just have to keep trying. As long as yeah, there's like there's still four people that can join right now. So you can definitely join again. Just keep trying. D-Train Games is what you're looking for, and it should be under for Honga Savannah. And right now, the Lesser Kudu is what I'm currently have it set to for the what's real quick. My video is showing it as loading right now, and it's not wanting to follow me around. Is it? Am I still live? Am I still good? I think that I am. Okay, I think it's sorted out now. My internet is a little bit spiky at my house. I don't have the greatest internet, but I do have a good one. And sometimes my streams can randomly crash or lose internet for like a split second, and it's just long enough to crash my streams. So I wanted to make sure I didn't lose you guys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the chat. If you guys are on PlayStation 4 or 5, you guys can feel free to join us. We are celebrating Halloween by hunting at nighttime only. And we're currently on our last map of the day for Hunger for Savannah. We have four play positions left if anybody wants to join. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. We try to stream 2 times a week for Great One Grinds in 4 hours apiece. Next week we're going to be focusing on Resident Evil 8 in order to finish out my last walkthrough for a horror game this year. And then we'll do another walkthrough of Resident Evil 9 when that launches next year. But this is mostly a Call of the Wild channel for anybody who wants to subscribe or like. You're fine, X. Let's see. It's a decent one. Really? Okay. I don't know what's really... Come on, Mr. Bison. Or not Bison, but... Buffalo. A lot of animals getting spooked out of here. I think I'm going to go back to the old Argus. I'm just not the greatest shot in the world with the Odin scopes. I'm used to being right up close to the animal. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Really? Nice. I'm being charged by a buffalo at the moment, and I just killed a kudu across the pond, so that was fun. Come on. What are you afraid of? A little arrow? I promise it's just a little prick. Like you. Come here. There's a vital hit. And there goes the buffalo. What gun do I recommend? So my favorite gun in the game is the 308 from most classes. The 308 AR is the best for grinding because obviously it's semi-automatic. The current gun that I'm using though is I forget what it's called. It has an O in its name. Let's see. It's called the Olsen Model 308. To me, that is the best gun in the game for like medium game animals. Is the 308. So classes 4 through 8, I believe, is what it is. And then for classes 7 through 9, my favorite gun in the game is the 375 bolt action or the 300 AR, which is called the Arzana 300, I believe is what that one's called. There's a bunch of really good games, really good guns in the game, though. But those are my personal favorite ones. And then I also really like using the Hawk Edge bow and arrow and the 22 variant for like the classes 1 through 2 animals. And then I also like using the 243 rifle or pistol or handgun for like the classes 2 through 4. I wonder what my little kudu is going to score. I love these things. I wish it was the greater kudu, though. They're a lot better than the lesser ones. But they're still pretty. Nice little gold. Whew. That animal sounded like it burped. Alright, moving on. Do I stream every day? No, Otter, I don't. So every week, so every Sunday, I will put out on my channel what days of the week I'm streaming on. I always try to stream on Fridays as like a guarantee, because my wife usually gets off late on those days. And then the other day is usually up in the air. But usually it's 2 days a week, and I usually stream for 4 hours at a time. So they're very long streams, for 2 days out of the week. I think I'm gonna run down to the river, so it's down here. But like I said, next week, Call of the Wild will not be being streamed. Next week, we're going to be returning to our horror series. We played Resident Evil 7 at the beginning of the month, and then we're going to play a Resident Evil 8 Village at the start of November, because I want to see what happens next in that story. And I'm also probably going to play its DLC. And then after that, we will return to Call of the Wild the week after. But again, guys, I'm always releasing videos and shorts, because even when I'm not streaming Call of the Wild, I'm still playing it. So if I kill any kind of trophies or have anything interesting that happens, I always put it on my channel for you guys to see. Hush, Mila. Mimi, whenever your mama gets home, she'll take you out, baby. I know you want to be outside with our family, but you can't go out there right now. I'm sorry. Your mama should be back home soon. Nice. That's actually a really good animal to take with the 243. So for what I'm trying to say, that with the 243 rifle, the animals you need to target is any animal that is classes 2 through 4. So when you spot an animal, at the top of that little square at the top of your screen, whenever you spot an animal, it'll show you like a little number beside its icon. If it is 2, 3, or 4, then that means that is a good animal for you to take with the 243, okay? With what? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you have the 308, don't you? Okay, with the 308, in that case, you can shoot whatever you want to up to class 8 if you have the 308. So you can shoot classes 6, 7, and 9 as well, and 8 as well. But they won't be killed quickly, though. If you shoot anything bigger than a class 4, they'll take a little bit longer to kill, depending on how many more classes above 4 it is. So, like with me, I usually stop at class 6. So with the 308, I usually don't like to shoot anything that's above a class 6. I will shoot them if I have nothing else on me. But, like I said, I usually have a rifle for classes 7 through 8 on me. Which right now is my 375, or if I was grinding, it'd be a 300. So. But the 7mm... Oh, go ahead. Yes, I do. Two times a week, every week, and it's for 4 hours apiece. We usually are doing Great One grinds. That's usually what we do, because that's what I am on the game, is mainly a grinder for the Great Ones. But then towards the end of the month, we always do our multiplayer streams. Oh, whoa. Oh. I can't say what I found. I cannot say what I found, but if you guys are on my stream, you'll see what I found. Oh. I should have checked these spots earlier. I don't know if that's going to troll me or not. Kudu. It's an African deer that, instead of having antlers, it has spirally horns. It's really, really cool. I love those animals. The greater kudu is better... I'm sorry? I have no idea. I'm not that educated. The only animals I know is what's here in Kentucky with me. So I don't know if they lose those or not. Do what? There's turkey, deer, squirrel, a white-tailed deer specifically, but yes, that's pretty much all that people hunt in my state is those three, and ducks. Also, I want to let you know. Yeah, I hear that. I just want to respectfully ask you to watch to not curse on my while you're here. We do have some kids that are playing. I'm a YouTuber on YouTube, and we have some kids that are subscribed to the channel that are playing with us. Oh, you're fine. You're totally fine. But if you're interested, 80% of my channel is called The Wild and Deer Hunting Camp, and I'm an upcoming YouTuber. We just made 500 subscribers a couple days ago. My name is The Train Games, both on here and on YouTube. If you want to subscribe, you can feel free to. But we stream about 2 times a week. We do Great One grinds for 4 hours apiece, 2 times a week, and then at the end of every month we do multiplayer streams like this where I hunt with you guys. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, then my channel might be for you. But otherwise, just have fun while you're hunting here. Awesome, man. November, we have a lot of different stuff that's happening for Thanksgiving and then also for Christmas. So those 2 months out of the year, we'll have like a lot of different stuff for multiplayer stuff. But I'm not going to make that announcement until next week. And last but not least, because you know how YouTubers have to advertise everything. But last but not least, I do have over 4,200 hours in the game, and one of every great one except for the fox, black bear, and tar, because I'm not really interested in those. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. Okay. 4,200. I've been playing since 2017 when it launched on the PS4, and then I switched to the PS5 and got 2,000 more hours on there. And I've been Great One grinding since 2021. And my YouTube channel started in 2023, but I didn't actually really start putting out content, or excuse me, 2022. But I didn't actually start streaming until 2023. Nice, man. Well, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to come over to the stream. I am currently live on YouTube right now. So we have some very educated people in chat if you have any questions for them. And then also, if you have anything Great One related, my questions for me, I don't care a bit to teach you. I love teaching people how to play the game, and I don't care to answer any questions you have. What's up, Colton? Welcome to the stream, man. All right, Raven, sounds good, man. Appreciate you being here today, buddy. And again, as you can tell, I'm talking to live chat, so ignore me if you hear me talking to random people. Oh dear, mommy's home and her dog's going crazy. Let's see, what else am I gonna do? Colton, I don't know if you want to play with us this evening, man, but we're going to be live. We're going to be on this map for another 45 minutes if you want to join us, man. I know that you sometimes want to come in and hunt with us, so the map will be live for another 45 minutes if you want to join, Colton. And that goes for anybody else that's currently in the chat. I think we currently have some spaces. Yeah, we have 2 spaces available. What map is after? Unfortunately, Otter, this is our final map, man. I've been streaming for now 2.5 hours. So whenever it hits it's currently 20 my time right now, like 6:18. Whenever it hits 7 o'clock, my stream will have to end, or when it gets close to it. So I'll have to shut everything down at that time. But we will be back to being live again next week for Resident Evil 8 Village, and then the week after that we'll come back to Call of the Wild. But like I said, I'm always going to be posting shorts and videos for you guys throughout the week for the hunting content, so it ain't like it's going to just go away. Our streams will be Resident Evil, but the rest of the stuff throughout the week will still be the Hunter Call of the Wild and other things. And also, guys, don't forget that I started my community on my channel. You guys can go on there, start conversations. You guys can upload your photos of your trophies that you get, and I'll react to them as much as I can. So that's up there for you guys, too, if you guys want to upload anything and for me to see. You have a melanistic pronghorn gold. That is beautiful, man. Yeah, I've had some really good luck with all the rares on the game. I've gotten every trophy in the game except for a super rare. That is the one trophy I have never even laid eyes on. In 4,000 hours of playing the game, it makes me wonder about some of these people because I really have done like full herd management and everything on all of my grinds, but never once have I ever seen a max estimate animal that was a rare color. But I've gotten great ones, I've gotten diamonds, and I've gotten gold rares and below. But I've never ever been able to get a diamond rare. That is the only trophy I don't have. But I've gotten a lot of the rares for the wolves already. I think I only need 2 more. I think the acromelanistic and the I believe the red brown is the only 2 rares left for me to get, and I'll have all the rares of the wolves. So I've had some really good wolf luck. What's up, Crab? Oh, you're quick trap. All right, sounds good, man. I'm assuming you're gonna try to come in. That is totally fine. Welcome. Oh, that is awesome, Crab. You as well, man. You as well. Quick Trap. Is that like your new name on YouTube, or but it's still showing Crab? Or are you saying that you're going to be joining the multiplayer event here in a minute, and you're called and you're called Quick Trap on here? Also, guys, I haven't said this in a while, but make sure that you guys like the stream if you want to see more of these multiplayer events. Like I said, there's a bunch of them that's going to be coming up in November, and there'll be a few of them in December for Christmas. So make sure you guys like for those reasons, so more people can find the channel. Also, make sure that you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, we stream 2 days a week. We try to do as many Great One grinds as we can, and we also do some playthroughs and walkthroughs on the channel as well of my favorite storyliner games or other games that are not Call of the Wild related. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, make sure you guys subscribe for that reason as well, as we try to aim for 1,000. My channel is mostly a Call of the Wild channel, but like I said, I like to have some other things thrown in there as well from time to time. Zero, I thought you were a PC. Welcome to the map, man. That's awesome. Glad to see you can make it, buddy. Let's go, brother. Nice to finally meet you, my IRL talking to you. Welcome to the map, brother. I know. Huh? That's awesome. I'm glad you're able to be here, man. It's awesome. Welcome, brother. Welcome. So when did you get your PS5? This is a big surprise for me. I thought you were just going to be PC all the time. Oh, nice. I hear you. I hear you. See. Yeah, right now I think it's still Kudu time, but I think I'm getting ready to switch it to Gimsbach because I think Kudu runs out. I think at 21, if I ain't mistaken. Okay, Zero. Sounds good, man. See you, man. I guess you're just letting me know that you had a PS5, but like I said, we'll still be on this map for another 30 minutes if you want to join again. All right, sounds good, Quick Trap. I'll see you next time, man. And like I said, make sure you change your name so that way I don't call you Crab next time because I might forget. But if you're going to keep it the same, just let me know. Oklahoma won, so they're 6-0, the best Wizards. That is awesome, Colton. Congratulations on your team winning, man. That's awesome. You lost it. What do you mean you lost it, Zero? What'd you lose? Leaving reserve. How am I leaving the reserve? I'm like right here. Okay, I guess I'll just have to move. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and change time. Give me 1 second. I'm going to look up and see what time the Gemsbach are supposed to be drinking, because I'm pretty sure they're late at night as well. Give me 1 second. We'll target us some Gemsbach for probably the last part of the stream. Alright, so they're from 3 until 6. So we're going to target Gemsbach. And then at the end of the stream, if we have extra time, we might switch it to line drink time, even though it's during the day. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this special edition of our multiplayer stream. It's been a lot of fun for me. I've enjoyed hunting at nighttime for once. The San Antonio Spurs also won last night, so they're undefeated. That is awesome, Colton. Zero, you having problems, man? I see that you keep coming in and leaving. Is your internet connection bad or something? You have to have pretty good internet in order to play multiplayer, so I didn't know if you're still here or not. It's okay, Zero. What you might want to do as a workaround, man, is go back to your home screen, go up to where your settings are, and go to your network, and then click on the option that says check connection. Sometimes if you just do the internet connection thing, where you just check your connection on your PlayStation, it'll fix everything. So just exit out of the game, go to your home screen, go up to the settings, go to system settings, and then network settings rather. And then from there, just go and click on the check connection test, I believe is what it is, like check connection or something like that. And let it do its thing, and then at the very end, that should fix it. But I think you need like about 350 to 400 MBS in order to play really well. You need about 270 to 300 in order for it to perform okay. If you have anything less than that, it kind of struggles on multiplayer, I think. You're in 519M with 12 dimes, 6 rares, and 3 trolls. That's actually pretty decent, Colton. You're catching up to me, man. I'm at 588 right now with 6 rares. Well, every rare except for 2, so whatever that is. And then I think I've gotten 9 legendaries and 3 of them trolled. So you're about equal to me, man. Give or take. You're about tied with me. You're behind by a few kills, but that's about it. That sounds like you're having a good grind, though, man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good luck with the rares. And for anybody on the map that's wondering why you can't use dogs, it's because my internet is not strong enough. I think that only 3 people can be on my map, including me, with dogs for it to work correctly. If there's more than 3 people on my map and they all have dogs, it tends to crash the game. So that's the reason why I can't allow dogs, in case any of you guys are wondering. Not that it's that big of a deal, but some people might be very used to using dogs, and I just wanted you guys to know why. Oh, I thought I saw him laying there. There's his blood at. Oh, there it is. Where did he go? Did I not click on the blood? No, I didn't. I clicked on the track. There we go. You're gonna be grinding red deer after that. It sounds like a sounds like a pretty decent plan, man. I'm gonna be getting one wolf off Yukon, and then I'm gonna be taking my wolf grind to Medved, because Medved you can grind for the wolf during the day, where it's like the first 2 hours is daytime and the last 2 hours is like going on nighttime. So I'll be moving my wolf grind over there, and then I'm gonna be transforming Yukon into my moose grind, because I would like to do another moose grind on Yukon. So that's probably my plans for the future with that. Is there any way I can TP to you? Um, Unfortunately, no, Otter, because like I said, I would like everybody to hunt separate from each other. Multiplayer does not have very many bugs, but there is a bug where if you get too close to somebody, the animals can smell you a lot better, and in some cases, your guns will start shooting or making the sound effects of shooting, and the animals will get spooked off by that. So, unfortunately, you'll have to keep your distance from all the players and just hunt on your own time to make sure there's no weird glitches that happen that ruins people's hunts. Colton, are you going to be joining us today on the multiplayer, map, man? I know that you sometimes like hunting alongside of us. And by the way, guys, there's 3 spots available. Somebody did leave, so there is now 3 places available for anybody that wants to join. We'll be live for another 30 minutes, guys. Gunsmoke! Oh, you're fine, man. Like I said, I'll take you anytime you can make it to the stream, buddy. Ain't a problem at all. Thank you for stopping by today, buddy. And if you're on PlayStation, we're going to be live for another 30 minutes if you want to jump in. There's 3 spots available. We're currently on Verhonga Savannah. Alright, Colton. Sounds good, man. I was just curious. I appreciate you being a part of the stream, though, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in the live chat, and I'm talking to everybody. Appreciate it. You're going to keep grinding wolf? I hear that, man. I hear you. Yeah, I'll probably get back on the wolf grind probably either tonight or tomorrow. And like I said, guys, if I spawn a great one, I will go live for a very short amount of time, just long enough for me to shoot it and shoot it with you guys being there. So, do not worry. If I get a great one to spawn in, I will either move over to another great one grind and leave that one on the map, or I will go live long enough for you guys to watch me shoot it. What the heck? How was that a hitbox? The thing was like out in the open. Well, that makes like 3 times in this one stream where I've shot right at an animal with nothing in the way, and it still doesn't hit the animal. I don't know what that is. What great one fur do I want? I want the twin souls. I believe my wife and I are both very big fans of the twin soul wolf, so that is the one that we're wanting the most, is the twin souls. But honestly, any of them that are white and black are the ones that I want, because the white wolves and the black wolves are my favorite. So anything that is white and or black, then those are going to be my favorite colors. But I am hoping for the twin souls. That is the one I want the most. And like I said, I probably will be going for multiples of these. So, you want the Vanguard? Oh, that's a beautiful one too, man. Yeah, the Vanguard's really, really cool. I mean, like I said, I just like all the furs for the wolves, so I really don't have like if I got any of them, I would be happy. There isn't a single great one off the wolves that I would be upset about. The mule deer has 2 that I don't really care too much for, but I love all the others. And there's very, very few great ones in the game where it's like I'm nitpicky about them. But the mule deer, in my opinion, is the most nitpicky great one I've seen so far, just because I'm not very big of the bull rack or the corkscrew rack. Neither one of them are all that great in my opinion, but I do like all the others. But I will say they've knocked the wolf out of the park, man. Like, there's not a single color that you can get in the wolf that isn't like a banger color. Now I want to go there. There we go. Which one are you hoping for, Colton? Oh yeah, you said you want the Vanguard. Well, if you could have another one, what would you choose? And that goes for anybody in the chat. Anybody that wants to participate in that conversation, which great ones do you guys want out of the wolves if you guys are grinding for them? Yeah, I'm the same way, Gunsmoke. Yeah, I love all the wolf great ones, man. I don't think there's any wolf great ones that I actually don't like. They're really, really good. You'd want the Grave Hide? That's a really good one, Zero. That's a really good one. Should you start grinding for something? I mean, that's up to you, man. To me, grinding is the easiest way to make money in the game, and it's also it's like, not the only way to get great ones, but it's like the best way to get great ones on the game. So if you're wanting to get great ones, that is the ultimate way to do it. But like I said, that other than that, I mean, that's the only benefit you get from grinding is you get chances at super rares if you do herd management. You'll get chances you'll get a much higher chance at great ones, and you make a lot more money. But it's not realistic. You'll be just going around in circles shooting animals in the same zones over and over again, hoping for rares and diamonds and great ones. So it just depends on your play style. Do what would make you happiest. You also want the Scarborn? I mean, dude, there is not a single wolf that you guys can tell me about that I'm going to disagree with. I mean, like, the Scarborn is a great one too, man. I just love how it looks like it's been fighting, and it's like cut to shreds. Like, it's just such a cool. I mean, they're all amazing. Zero's back in on the game. Hopefully you'll stay in this time, man. I bet you're just sitting there in your chair, just like with all your fingers and toes crossed, like, please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. Oh, man. Dude, I tell you what, there is nothing more nerve-wracking than whenever you're playing on a map that had that it has some crashes that go on it, and you get a great one that spawns and you shoot it, and you're just thinking, please don't crash while I'm going over there to it. That is one of the most nerve-wracking things is when you get a great one, because you don't know if the game's going to crash on you before you get to it. Which the game doesn't crash as much as it used to, but still, it's always a worry in the back of my mind. Ah, no, Zero. Oh, you're trying. That is rough, man. Dude, I don't know if it's your internet or what's going on, man. I feel really sorry for you, man. I know you're trying to play with us. Oh gosh, I'm gutted for you, bro. That's rough. I'm sorry, Zero. He's been trying to come into the game, and he's only able to stay in for a few seconds, and it kicks him back out for some reason. I think his internet's just slightly too weak. Zero, if if you're in the chat, man, I'm very sorry that you're having a hard time staying in. I'm thinking that you're kind of like Maka's situation, where your internet at home is just slightly too weak to be able to support Call of the Wild in multiplayer. I mean, you can definitely keep trying though. It doesn't hurt anything. I don't know, man. It's possible. Yeah, if you're in a different room than where your modem is, that also can hinder how much internet connection you have. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I've noticed with my internet that it's strong enough to handle up to 6 people on the map at one time and not have any problems at all. But if I start adding like 7 to 8 people, like the full amount of people, then there'll be like a lot of bugs that'll start happening. And and I've been kicked out of my own map before after launching it. So, I mean, that's the only thing I can come up with, Zeros, is that I think that your internet is just slightly not strong enough. It's strong enough to join, but not strong enough to keep you, if that makes sense. Golly, this group is huge. I can't even see what everything is. There we go. I'm sorry, Tat. I'm not sure what you're saying. Your mic keeps cutting out. I don't know. It's not letting you finish your whole sentence before it cuts you off. I'm not sure what you've been trying to say. All right, Colton, sounds good. Sounds good, Zero. I know you're here in spirit, man. Hopefully you can get back in. Let's see. Anything else? I don't see nothing else. I'll just move right along then. That's too far away. Okay. We got about 20 minutes left in the stream, guys, and then I have to shut everything down. But I really appreciate everybody that's been participating in the live chat, as well as everybody that's on the map with me playing with us. Hopefully you guys have had a great time being here today. It's been a lot of fun. And we'll do this again a few more times during November. Like I said, big announcement coming next week about my plans for November. We'll still be doing 2 streams a week, but they'll be a little bit more special than just Great One grinding. Some weeks they won't be, but you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm sure that you all will be very, very happy with what's coming up. Sounds good, Zero. I hope it does, man. Like I said, all you can do is just keep trying, and if you notice that you just can't stay in the map, then you're probably going to end up like Micah. Micah is one of my younger subscribers, and he's tried to play with us a lot in the past, but his internet is just slightly too weak, and he can't stay in for very long periods of time. So he just basically doesn't play multiplayer anymore because of it. I mean, if it was just like me and you in here, Zero, or maybe me, you, and one other person, you'd probably be just fine. But your internet has to be able to support other people playing on the map with you. So that there is my guess as to what's going on. I do not like all this tall grass. Get me out of here. Thank you. It's kind of ironic. We started the stream over on Medved in the evening, and it got nighttime. The rest of the time on all the other maps, it's been straight nighttime. And now as we're coming close to the end of the stream, it's becoming daytime. That is actually kind of cool. I just realized that. It's actually like we simulated hunting through an entire night. That's actually kind of cool. I don't know if anybody else in the stream has realized that, but that's actually pretty cool how it did things today, and I didn't even realize it did it that way. What's up, Colton? Welcome back, man. I'm gonna have to switch binoculars. It's getting daytime. There we go. There was Gimsbach here. They are still here. Just can't lay eyes on them. I don't know why I can't spot them. Yeah, I hear you. I just can't see you. Maybe if I switch back to my binoculars? I don't see this thing. Shoot, man. Well, shoot far. I can't see nothing. Hey, there's one. I'm sorry, Zira. Let's see if it works, man. Hopefully you'll be able to come in and stay in this time. Do what? Yeah, very true. I hope you are, man. Like I said, some people's internet is just slightly not strong enough, and like if I were to like reduce the amount of people that's on the map with us, it would probably help a lot of your problems. But then I'd be short-handing some of the extra people that want to play, so it's kind of tough. Let's see. True. I mean, all you can do is just keep trying, right? And if it don't work, it don't work. But honestly, as long as there's nobody else trying to join the map, it really don't matter how many times you try to get in. As long as you ain't competing for a spot, you know? Honestly, I think you've already beat your record, if I ain't mistaken. Nope, never mind, he just left. Oh, that's rough. Oh, man, I thought you were in, man. I thought you were in. That was the longest you were able to stay in. Alright, see you, Colton. Good luck on your grind, man. Keep me in the loop about it. Hopefully you get that great one soon, brother. I'm sorry? For me personally, if you're going bolt action, it is the 375, the 338, the 308, the 300, and then I also would go to say 7mm. Those are my top five bolt actions. If you're talking semi-automatics, there's only two, and that's well three if you want to include like the most recent one with like the rapid fire pack. But any of the 308s are my favorite like medium game weapon out of any of them. And then the 300 AR is like the only like big game rifle you need for like any situation, especially if you're grinding. Whenever I'm grinding on whenever I grind small or big game, I'm always using the 300. The only time I ever use the 308 is for like rares, diamonds, and great ones. So, and is that one came out of a DLC pack? Yes, that is a beast. Yes, sir. Yes, the 338 is what I used to free roam with until the 375 came out. The 375 is now the replacement for the 338 for me because it's a lot more powerful. But if they didn't have the 375, I would still be using the 338 in my free roaming. That one came in, I think, not the last weapon pack, but I think the weapon pack before it. And you just have to get, and you just, and whenever you go to the shop, like on your PlayStation store, just hover over the Hunter Call of the Wild, scroll down, and you'll see where the add-ons are. Just go to View All, and just click on each one of the weapon packs from the most recent times, and you'll be able to find. It'll have all the weapons. There you go. There you go. Yes, yes, that is the one I'm currently using. So, are you watching my stream right now? Oh, well, it's YouTube, but but you're totally fine. I was going to show you what my loadout is right now because I'm using what I call the ultimate loadout, and you have to be level 60 and you have to have the pack mule perk unlocked in order to do it. But it allows me to carry every rifle type in the game, a handgun, and a bow. So along with the tent, sense eliminator, and first aid. So that is my ultimate free roaming pack. So right now, I'm actually carrying with me right now both the Apex View binoculars and the nighttime binoculars. I am carrying the 375, the 308, the 243, the Virant 22, and the Hawk Edge bow. And I'm also carrying a tent, first aid, and sense eliminator all in one pack. So so yes, by a long shot. By a long shot. It has a lot more penetration. The 338 is still a powerhouse, though. Like I said, you can't go wrong even with the 338. But let's say that you make a long shot, like 300-yard shot on a buffalo, you're going to kill it like in like a quarter of the time compared to what the 338 would do. So yes, I'm a. It will still that is still going to happen to you on the 375 unless you get heart shots. If you're hunting class 7 through 9 animals, it does not matter if you double lung them. Most of the time, they are going to run a small distance. However, the 338 will have a slightly longer trail than if you shot them with the 375. I tested it one time. I didn't have a video for it, sadly, but I did test it one time. I had two buffaloes that were standing side by side, and I shot them both with one with the 338, and then I shot a different one with the 275 or 375. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. But I shot them both, and I tracked one, and it literally went, I think, like 30 yards, and then the one that I shot with the 338 went 75. So yeah, it cuts it down by like 50 yards. I will tell you the best way to shoot a moose is the aim right. You know where its elbow is, like under the shoulder where the elbow is. Gotcha. That's awesome. That is amazing, man. I would love to hunt a moose. I did not know that about you, so I'm sure you know what you're doing. But for video game purposes, the best shot you can make on a moose is when it's no. It's actually aim right at the tip top of the elbow, like in the middle of the leg, right where the elbow is. Yeah, so like and to like aim for the very middle of the leg, follow it down to where the elbow is, and then aim a teeny bit up, and that's where the heart is. If you hit the heart shots and get very good at heart shooting moose, because their hearts are very large in the game, and if you shoot them in the heart, they will literally take 2 steps to fall over. And then if they're facing you, aim for the U in between their arms. So like right in the middle of the chest, but sort of like in the middle of where their where the belly begins at the bottom. Does that make sense? So next time you shoot a moose, hit the X-ray vision. That's the right trigger on your controller. It'll show you the X-ray of the animal and show you where all the vitals are. And get very used to trying to visualize where that heart is on a moose, and get very good at heart shooting. If you shoot the moose in the heart, yeah, exactly, because the deer are going to fall over as long as you double lung them, and it doesn't matter what weapon you have, unless you're over 300 meters. If you're over 300 meters and you double lung a whitetail, some cases, not all of them, but some cases with the 308, they will run about 20 yards and fall over, but that's still nothing. So, exactly. Exactly, and that's and the 308. Now, a lot of people swear by the 7 millimeter, and in my opinion, the 7 mil is easily the runner up to the 308. The only reason, and it's because hey, it can shoot at higher classes. It's deemed more powerful than the 308 is. But I've actually noticed that even though now I will say, even though you can shoot the class 9 animals with a 7 mil, you're much better off just going with the 300s and stuff like that, because the 7 mil, the animals will run forever if you shoot a class 9. Especially if you shoot like a big lion with it or something, it'll go forever if you're over 300 yards and you hit the animal. Now, like I said, if you're within 200 yards, they're not going to go anywhere. Like with any rifle you use, if it's close range shots, the less range they're going to run. But I'm somebody that's a very big fan of the 300-yard shot. So or 200, or like 250 to 300 to 320. It's like that's my sweet spot in the game. That's where I love shooting animals at. So for me personally, I would much rather have a flatter shooting weapon that is going to make the animal bleed faster, rather than being able to puncture more vitals. Because in this game, they go hand in hand. The more vitals you hit, the more blood you get. But also the expansion is a big thing to pay attention to. And the 308, it actually has way more expansion, like a whole 2 more points above a 7mm in the game. So you actually will kill animals a lot faster with the 308 compared to the 7 mil. The only difference is that the 7 mil has higher penetration, which is what allows it to take out the class 9 animals with respective abilities. A lot of people don't realize that. But so whenever you spot an animal, there's 2 ways to do this. I think this is how you work. I'm actually going to double check me before I give you wrong information. I want to make sure that I'm telling the right thing. Give me 1 second. I believe, yes. So like at the very tip top of the square, whenever that square pops up, you'll see a little icon for the animal, and beside that icon, you'll see a number. That is the animal's class. If you go, let's say that you go to your inventory real quick. You can actually do this with me right now if you wanted to. Just go to your pause menu and go to the inventory. Scroll over to go down to ammo, and then just hover over the ammo types. At the bottom, you'll see where it says recommended classes. Those are the classes that you want to target with that particular gun. However, for me, I always go 1 class under. So like right now where I'm shooting the 308, it says that one is for classes 2 through 8, correct? So the 308 ammunition, it gives you the right to shoot animals up to class 8. However, the thing about it is that every single rank above the very middle of whatever it tells you is going to end up having longer and longer tracking distances. So for me, if a gun is ranged from like 4 to 8, I usually stop at 6, and I use a 300 or something bigger for the 7 through 9. Because even though the gun can kill those animals and still get full credit, you're going to have a long tracking distance, because that gun is not necessarily meant for those animals. It's just capable of taking them down properly. Does that make sense? Yes. Exactly, and honestly, you can't go wrong with the 375. It's a powerhouse. You can even grind with it if you wish to, because it has a very fast chamber. However, like I said, that 1 split second with the automatic weapons are just, that's the reason why I use them when I'm grinding, and I use the bolt actions whenever I'm free roaming. Yeah, that's actually not bad, man. I mean, like I said, anytime you kill an animal, it's good, and always remember to do your daily and weekly challenges if there's any in there you want to participate in, because they give a lot of money. Um, but yeah, like with me, I actually could care. I have over $3 million in the game just because I'm mainly a grinder, and I've been grinding since 2021. So the only things I ever need to spend money on now is like tents for new Great One grinds, or ammo, and that's basically it. And everybody will get there, especially once you hit level 60. And whenever you're when it, and you know as you play the game longer and as you learn more about it, you will start learning that the number one way to make money in this game is to actually bulk save up your ammo. So, for instance, let's say that if you go to the store, I'm somebody that likes to have 1,000 rounds in my guns, because that gives you 1,000 bullets that you get to shoot before you even need to fill up ammo again. And if you're only buying, let's say, like 20, 30 bullets at a time, those are going to run out quick, and you're going to be spending more money on ammo than anything. So the best thing to do with your money in the game is save up about a if you're using the expensive ammo like the 308 ammo, it's 900 a pop. So I usually save up to about $5,000, and then once I get to 5,000, I will then go up to 100 bullets. That gives you 100 shots where as long as you make them count, you got a lot of time there. You know what I'm saying? Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second. I'm talking to Connor. I'll get to you in just a minute. But I can't hear you up. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. Hang on 1 second. Okay. I'm not meaning to be disrespectful, but I had to mute you for a minute so I can talk. I was going to finish my conversation with Connor. I'm sorry about that. I couldn't understand what you were saying, so I had to mute you. Yes, you got to be careful. Yes, if and they're one and they're it's not going to attack you unless you corner it. On here, the lions will only attack you if you're close to them after you shoot them and it doesn't drop them, or if you are in their zone and they just randomly decide to attack you. Most of the time, you have to be. Most of the time, you yeah. And in the game, it's kind of the same thing. But the closer you are to a lion, the higher your chance of getting attacked is. And they're one of the very few animals in the game that is one shot. So if a lion even clips you, you're dead. Um, so you got to be careful. Yes, yeah, they maul you. So, um, uh, yeah, but all they are the other one shot. Tigers and lions in this game is like if they even hit you one time, it sends you back to the closest house to you. So if you get killed, so I've actually shot a lion and a tiger both, and they both died, but they got me at the same time, and we ended up killing each other. So you'll end up getting sent to the closest outpost, and then have to work your way back to your line and pick it up. So so make sure that you're shooting long distance at lions because they will kill you if you don't make a heart shot on them or something to drop them quick. Um, And then wolves, though, the wolves are actually more dangerous because if you're hunting like on Yukon or something, yeah, wolves are a lot harder to deal with because there's multiple of them. They won't one shot you. Yeah, yeah. So they don't one shot, but man, they sure swarm. So you got to be careful. Oh yeah. One second. I'm sorry. I've been ignoring chat. I'm sorry, guys. Let me see. You give up for now. You barely played the PS5 version, so you still need to get used to it. That's all right, Zero. You can try again later, man. Do I know all the great ones on Silver Ridge Peaks? Yes, that is the black bear and the mule deer. I don't think there's any other great ones on that map. Okay, Connor. I'm sorry. What were you saying, man? Oh yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Connor, I wish you the best of luck, man. If you have any questions, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I always reply to people, so if you want to go down below my streams and put comments, or you're gonna go to my most recent post and comment, I'll always get back to you. But I gotta go ahead and gotta go ahead and wrap up the stream, guys. It is now 7 o'clock, so I do have to get out of here. But don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll do more of these multiplayer events throughout November for Thanksgiving, and then we'll have some extra events in Christmas, which I won't be announcing those until December. But make sure you guys subscribe for that. Next week, we are going to be playing Resident Evil Village Live, and then the week after that, we'll go back to Call of the Wild. But we will also be putting out videos for all you guys in shorts if I kill anything interesting in between then and now. I will be putting out a video tomorrow, even guys, for the trophies of the week. So all the trophies that I killed this week, rares, diamonds, you guys will get to see all of them tomorrow evening. I hope you guys have a great one. Happy Halloween to all of you guys. It's been a blast, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, y'all.